everybody. Welcome back once again. This is DMBABT and my Arkans crew. 22 minutes late and killing it. However, we do have a special guest today in lieu of one of our permanent players, Tom, who could not make it. And we will kind of get them into the story as we go. But to introduce our ever steady and people who are always here, John, who are we playing?
Hey, I'm playing Aoth, a human warrior who was a awesome blacksmith. Soon discovered that his murdered father was a king, so he's heir to the throne. But the usurper is currently on the throne, and he wants to recover it. He's fallen in line with some people that want to help him on that quest, but they don't necessarily want to put him on the throne. They just want the kingdom to be free.
Dum dum dum.
Next up, we have Pete.
Yep. I am playing Rin Ratal, an elf cleric, with his companion Morty the Moorbounder and such.
Next up, we have Nick.
So Nick is playing Temin, the halfling rogue, who usually does the recap, but since I'm not last, I am not. Haha.
And next we have Kenny.
Kenny playing Blitzkrieg, the Artificer, Dry Queen, the Bringer of Mercy, and the Hunter of a Relic that was stolen from our hive. Yeah.
And lastly, our guest, who is going to be not lighting up any pictures, but will be lighting up our hearts. James, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. I am playing Deflin Pickman. He is a changeling sorcerer, a little bit of a fighter. Basically, he comes from a line of epic wizards, but the epic wore off a few generations ago, and now he's struggling to get through his everyday life, scamming to get by, and generally doing his thing while grifting and trying to find a place.
Okay. You get that spark back, son.
Wonderful.
It's in there somewhere. I'm just not sure where.
And with that, we are actually going to skip a recap tonight for the sole purpose of our new companion that we're going to be starting off with has no idea anything about you or who you are, nor does the player, as I have not filled them in on anything at all. So this is going to be a very focused session on the perspective of our new friend, Devlin. Deflin?
Deflin, Flynn, Pick, he's just happy to be recognized sometimes.
All right. And so we are going to start the story deep within the desert, within the Apador Empire, in the city of Carstino, which any from the city would know is the center of the rebel organization, but any outside of the city would just know this area as the Blacklands. Flynn, you've been here about a year. You came real young, having been kind of put out of every place you've been before due to the accidents that happen. But you found a place here. They've given you things to do. Precautionary measures have been taken. And as you have kind of made yourself a life here, you've kind of begun to pick up other skills amongst the guilds that you've been in. This morning, your job, along with your other typical guild responsibilities, is to follow one of the council, which you would know as the Council of 16, among their check-in duties as they are checking in on all of the guild fees and such that needs to be going on. The guild member today is Tibumas. He is a human, middle-aged, brownish mohawk, dark black eyes, only 5'5", very lean build, kind of always has a bit of a scowl on his face, tattoos all over his body. Go ahead and make a insight check. And let's see what you know about him over the year that you've been here.
That is a 12.
12. You don't know all the details, but you do know that there is some type of a love triangle going on between his wife, Rosa the Move, another member of the council, and someone else among the council as well. But outside of that, you know that he's just kind of a disgruntled person. But he is among many of the guilds, and he is a fairly strong individual. As you go throughout the different areas, you check in on different people, making sure that they have performed the duties that they need for the various guilds that they're going on. And about halfway through the morning, you hear a commotion, and you hear kind of people being given orders, and people coming up to Tibamus and saying, the jailbreak mission has come back. It was mixed success. We need you to meet them at the gates. You see Tibamus, he kind of looks disgruntled at this. It's fairly cold here in the morning. The desert doesn't kind of give a lot of heat when you're sheltered by the mountains. As you kind of work your way down to the front gate, you see a group of adventurers that are recently returned, kind of dust covered, haggard. Can each of you go ahead and describe your characters to Flynn? We'll start with Aoth.
So mine's a human warrior. He is average build and height, heavy armored, decent fighter, decent or excellent blacksmith, and he can whip up something pretty good and pretty easily. Although he's been struggling to get some armor for Renratal. But yeah. Do you want like the story as well?
No, just what he sees and
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah. So that would be what you see on the surface.
you also see kind of among them a tall Eric Cochran beefy warrior carrying a spear, kind of long polearm. You watch as he kind of has this like long, like braided, like tapestry almost over one wing as he kind of comes from a proud noble family from the north. Next to him, you see a appearingly elven gentleman, Rin.
Yep, Renratal looks to be elven. He's got long white hair. Kind of one eye is glowing a little golden there, but he's got fairly heavy armor, carrying a shield and just a little hand axe. Because, yeah, another story. But he's riding a moorbounder in as he approaches. It's kind of surrounded in dark and light energy at the same time. Just kind of just flows around him.
Next to him, you see a halfling, which is fairly uncommon for this land. Temin?
Temin is a halfling, dark cloak pulled over his shoulders, kind of a weather-beaten face with a mop of unruly hair on top, just glancing around, making sure he's aware of whatever's going on, with a little set of mechanical-looking goggles pulled up on his head.
Not lastly, but next to him, you see a very odd looking creature, something you've probably never seen before, Blitzkrieg.
Well, actually, yeah, you see this tall, lanky, cloaked figure. Looks like a troll from a distance. But then, as you get closer, he's like, huh, weird. Why does he have 4 arms? Weird. Is that like a thorax or something? Like in like a bug? Oh shit, it is. It's like a greenish hue, moss greenish hue with a little bit of pink under the, underarms or whatever, And then he got those big ass fucking iridescent compound eyes, like just darting back and forth, with little mandibles. Like, okay, he's not a troll. He's a one of those Kreen types, yeah. And yeah, he has a large shield strapped to his back, tiny little dagger on his side, but who needs that, right? Just like sharp. His carapace is all sharp in every angle, so he can just like cut you up no matter what. Very easily. And yeah, that's him just walking down, looking chill.
You also see two women that you probably have met previously, as they are part of the rebels and have been here for many years. One of them you knew to be missing and probably had heard was the purpose of this rescue mission. An Earth Ganassi, kind of very dark, kind of muddy skin, with a purple shawl kind of wrapped around with a kind of a loose scarf around the neck that you could easily pull up to protect yourself from the sands. Influx comes back and goes, Tibumas, it's good to see you. It's very nice. I haven't been home in quite a while. Is everything good? And Tibumas goes, everything's fine. It's business as usual. Excuse me, I've got things to do. And he kind of steps off and actually goes and grabs Reek and says, you're overdue for training. And he just takes him and leaves. Iliad, a little different, kind of whitish, palish, iridescent skin, very kind of like muddy and greasy, brown hair kind of wrapped up in a greenish turban. She's kind of a darkish fae, but you would know her as, again, Iliad. She's an artificer mechanic, somebody who works with machines. She goes, Blitzkrieg, do you have anything for me, or should I go home?
Let me see. I'll probably tell her go fetch us someone that can read these scrolls, and then he's gonna take out point at the 3 that we can't read out of the 12 scrolls that we found.
She goes,
I don't know. Yeah. So hopefully.
Okay, I can take them to the Law Guild. Yes, absolutely.
Then do so.
She takes the...
Wait. What's the word? Thank you.
Oh,
wait,
you're welcome.
Do we want to send her with the scrolls, or we want to have somebody come to us? Because I think we should keep them all together.
You don't trust me with these?
I would tend to agree.
Timon, after
Rin
all those
popped up.
days. I kid.
Okay.
I can direct you guys to... she goes, I can direct you guys to the guild if you'd like to just take them there yourselves.
Fine. We'll take him there ourselves. I'll take my thank you back. Now go.
And thank you.
And thank you.
She goes, all right. And then she gives you kind of brief directions to where you can find the infamous Saints, which is the Lore Guild.
10 minutes actually said thank you. No, I took that back already. Can't take that.
I don't know if we all want to go, but I for sure want to go there. I wanted to get some brush up on my history, so that was part of my goals for being in town today.
You watch as kind of quickly walking back, Tibomus goes, actually, I had business with the rest of you here real quick. I sent Reek off to begin his training. It's that time of the year. We're collecting weekly guilds. Alright, Temin.
Yeah?
What have you got for the Thieves Guild? Have you completed all the jobs?
Very strong lead on the Storm Sickle.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's coming up tomorrow. Are you gonna be able to head out?
No, probably not. What's the weekly guild?
Do you? It's 10 gold, but I would really rather you go get this sickle if you got such a strong lead on it. We can give you some fresh people. Let your
no.
weaklings rest?
No more Padawan. Well, I don't know. Who you got? Are they good?
Eh? I'm in.
Because I don't know if you heard, but Ma didn't make it.
He kind of like pauses for a second. He goes, I heard it was a mixed success. Do you know what fate of her? Is she dead or is she captured?
Yeah, pretty sure captured.
Influx was captured too. Got her out, so who knows? Don't blame me for that. Doesn't mean you didn't do a good job. In fact, who knows? Maybe she might escape. That'd be pretty good tips for you, wouldn't it?
That'd be pretty good. And maybe a good lesson for her. But time will tell. What's the weekly if we don't find the storm sickle?
You don't get
10 gold.
You said you had a good lead on this.
Alright, I'll be back with the storm sickle.
Hold on. Get back here, kid. I don't mean kid because you're small, just I'm older than you. Don't get all bent out of shape. I see here that none of you are seriously injured. As much as we are kind of open to giving different opportunities, we would really rather you go ahead and do this immediately. We are having a bit of issues with some of the mountain populations, and with this, it might really help. You all think you could just turn around, not like today immediately, like you guys could have a day to rest, but turn around and get this job done?
I mean, I'm down for it. I'll let everybody else show of hands, mandibles.
I would want at least a full day here.
Would we be there? Would we be at the guild with you? I don't think so.
He's not at the guild. I'm right here. You guys just pulled up.
We're just all together at the entrance to the city. Like we're in the, if this was a house, we're in the, this is where we pick up our shoes. I don't know. I thought I was the one who got messed up in that last fight, but we'll see. I don't know.
I mean, well, why don't we figure out what our scrolls say and then decide.
And then decide to go to the storm sickle. Sounds good.
So is that what he's asking? Like that? Do we want to go make another voyage to make that trip to try and obtain this artifact?
It would be of great importance to the cause. Might even be able to throw a bonus in it for those of you not specifically part of the Hairbringer's Pristine.
Count me in.
I think while this is going on, Flynn is just kind of standing over to the side, like looking at a broken stick, like casting mending on it just to see if it will fix. But each time he does it, he jerks back just a little bit, like very minimal, but noticeable if you see it.
Are you like looking at us, like constantly, like making a little?
Yeah, like I'm there. I'm there because I came with him, but he hasn't introduced me. Nothing. I haven't been told to do anything, so I'm just kind of standing off to the side, like listening, but also like.
At this point, he would probably see you fucking with the stick, and you go, "Flint, what the fuck are you doing with the stick? Just leave the goddamn stick alone."
It's a practice thing. I was just yeah. Sorry.
You don't need to practice. You're like one of the lower middle level arcane users we have. You're ready.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I think history shows I do need to practice, but that's fine.
Flynn, this is the group
Yes,
that you're
I know.
going to be leading. Remember you did all that research on the path to Friksborg?
As he's messing with that stick, I will cast Thaumaturgy and make the ground shake where he just casted Mending. Like seeing him twitch back.
There we go.
Like,
Whoa, and at that point, I'll just
bad.
I'll see him do that, and I'll give Ren the stink eye. Like, come on, man, get it together. We're in front of the council.
Oh, so
Yes.
Tibble Moss doesn't even look at Ren. He goes, Flynn, is that you again?
You know, I never really know for sure. I think.
No, you're in control. I'm sure it was just an odd tremor. It's fine. All right, you, them, mingle. He turns to Aoth and he goes, "This is gonna be your guide to Friksborg. He's useful."
We'll prepare and head out in the morning.
So
All right. Good on you.
If I give him like a good look over, like how does give me like a description of actually Flynn then? Devlin, is it?
Devlin, but yeah, it goes by Flynn. He's your standard run of the mill, like nondescript 30-year-old, ostensibly human. He can, as a changeling, obviously mimic to a certain point, and that's literally one of the only things he feels he is absolutely good at. So he's lived a lot of life on the fringe, basically like mimicking people as they walk away from setting up a bar tab and ordering things and then taking a drink and then leaving, things like that. So his clothes are nondescript, kind of average height. He's in his early 30s with kind of darkish brown hair, but nothing that you would give two glances at in a crowd.
Is he really like scrawny?
He is whatever your definition of average is, that is what he is. Like he's
Okay.
not tall, he's not short, he's kind of I would say maybe 5'10", 160, 170 if put on the spot, but otherwise he is every man basically because he is no man.
Okay. I look at the party like, looks like he's just gonna keel over just by walking like the next couple of steps.
It's likely. I mean, what?
Maybe that's it. It was a nice stick. Was there like a walking stick you were using, or?
No, it was just a stick I found on the ground.
I go pick up the other half, and is it a good walking size stick for me?
It was literally like maybe 6 inches long. He had literally broken it in half just to practice the mending spell.
I walk over to Rinratal and say, "I found you a weapon."
Rin
it
kind of
brown
just
and
looks at
sticky?
it. It's like, I have one, thanks. He like holds his hand axe.
I'm gonna look at him and extend my hand for him to give me back my hand axe.
I will hand you it back just fine.
You need
Go
to
ahead,
get
turn
your
around with my
weapon while we're
stick.
here.
Swing your little stick around.
I will
Let's-
not take the stick.
It's a good stick.
Let's go address these. Let's go visit the Lore Guild. Does everybody else have stops they need to make today? If it's our only day in town.
Yeah, I could use some topping off my herbalism kit because it was a bit low as I left.
Ren, you stay with me, and after we visit the Lore Guild, we're going to go to the forge and see what we can do about that chest plate
And a weapon, but yes.
and a weapon. We're gonna upgrade that stick. Keep it handy.
All right. It's like a.
So
I guess
Alright,
just like
so-
an awkward pause where everyone's like looking around
let's go to the Lore Guild.
somewhere, and then I'm looking at Flynn, and Flynn's like looking at me like, "Well, you can follow us."
Yeah. I would say Flynn is definitely looking at you.
What?
Yeah, because Flynn, I think at first glance was like, I want to be that, but then he sees all the extra arms, and he's like, I can be that with 2 arms, and not even close to that if I want
Less
to be.
less
So,
arms, less that, more of that. Okay.
And the guild leader for the rogues is Naderse, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Does the Thieves Guild have anything that would help somebody be sneaky on loan for this?
Who are you talking to?
Naderse.
Oh, he's not there.
Oh,
You're
alright.
also
Well, then we're
not-
heading to
you're
Lord
also
Guild.
not at the guild. You guys are just like still talking at the front. So where are you guys going?
Lord Guild.
Lore Guild. Okay.
Who's got the concussion now?
Hey, be
As
nice to each
as
other.
we're walking, I would say something along the lines of, I heard you guys were talking about some scrolls and you couldn't read them. If it's something I can help with, I'd be more than happy to try. It just kind of depends on what they are. Do you know what language they are? I mean, I
No.
can make it easy. It's Draconic,
Yeah.
a goblin. I got you.
It's like we can't read it. How will we know?
Thrycreen Common, Halfling Gnomish, Common, Draconic, Sylvan, Dwarven, Elven.
So it's Sylvan, Elven. No, Elven is spoken. Sylvan and Dwarvish are the two that we don't know.
And Quotoan, the three. Sylvan, Dwarven, and Quotoan, if you know any of those.
Yeah, I know.
We'll present
I
the
have
three skills to you.
Yeah, I'm looking at him like, yes, you're not common, not draconic,
It's upside
not
down,
goblin,
I think.
yes, not thieves' pants. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, not helpful. Sorry, guys. You're gonna see that a lot. He mumbles out loud.
Very cool.
You guys kind of continue to follow the directions that Elid gave you, and you arrive at a fairly large mansion within this very kind of ramshackle city. It's not like ostentatious by any means, but it is quite a large home, clearly. The doors, however, are wide open. As you enter, you see that not a bit of the area is not just packed from floor to ceiling with books and scrolls and novels. At this time, as you guys had arrived fairly early in the day, you see a black Kenku with white feathers that you all immediately recognize as Frederick, one of the Council of 16, in a kind of very fluffy gray bathrobe, holding a kind of a cup in one of his claws, sipping it. He goes, "Oh, hello. Good morning. Good morning. How was everyone there?"
Holding a cup of coffee.
We are looking for some translation.
Oh, translation. Wonderful. What have you brought? Here, bring it over here to the table. And he goes and kind of sits down at the table, kind of crossing one of his legs.
All right, so we lay it down and read it in front of him.
All right. Give me a second. He like pulls out some glasses as he's like putting them on. He goes,
Just the three that we don't know.
Let's see here. All right. Well, it's not common. Turns out. Pretty sure you already knew that. It's not ogre. Those are the only two languages I speak. However, let's see what we got here. He pulls out this big, large spell book. He goes, here we go. Slams it, opens to a page. Excuse me. Flynn.
Yes.
Can you get me some of the soot over there on the shelf?
Yes. Yeah. So he goes over, grabs the soot.
Oh, and some
Brings
of the
it back.
salt. Some of the salt as well.
Okay. And he goes back and grabs some salt.
All right.
Did you want them mixed or just separate hands?
No, it really doesn't matter. Yes. Don't overcomplicate
He hands
this,
them
come
over.
on. All right. He takes it and he goes and he like spreads out the first scroll and he begins to like shake a little bit of salt, a little bit of soot on each side, kind of rubs his feathers together and goes. He goes, I'm really sorry, my casting language is ogre. It's not very pretty, but it works. And you watch as the paper begins to light and it begins to like kind of shine and his eyes kind of match in a similar shimmer. And this one you said was which one? You said the Dwarven and
Quotoan,
No.
Sylvan, and Dwarven.
Yep.
So let's say it's Dwarven. Is that the one he's looking at?
yeah, give me a second. I'm just remembering where did you guys find these again?
We stole them from the
That's right.
courier.
Oh yeah, that's right. Courier. All over them.
With great danger to our mortal bodies.
You did do that.
Well, just the one body, but still.
Just the one body. That's all that was needed. Okay. So we'll start with the Dwarven one then. So the Dwarven one. He goes, this is interesting. Even with comprehend languages, a lot of this is just gibberish. I can read that this is some religious text on the god Arwen. something about life and death, found in the mountains of Laud, and something about the chambers of the betrayed panther.
Interesting. Rin takes note and is like, ears perk up.
What's the next one?
Is that the dwarven one that he read?
Yes. This is dwarf. It's not very well preserved, though. It's very fragmatic.
Another god elven? Like Arwen? Isn't Arwen the elven god?
Nope. Arwen is not elven. I would know.
He goes, I'm not really all that religious. He could cast mage hand, and like you watch as another book begins to come down. He goes, would you like me to look at it?
Well, our elven text said that it was Arwen, god of life and death.
Dungeon
On the
unknown.
elven- On the
It's
elven
just elves
scrolls.
talking about the like that. Okay, I understand. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Please continue.
What does this one say? And I place the Sylvan one.
Sylvan. He does little soot, little salt. He goes, let's see here. This one's a little bit more clear. It seems to be about the god Pelor, one of the good pantheon, or the ones of light. It says something about there's a name here, Jarl the Silvar. The translation seems to come out weird. Yes. Jarl.
Can I help? Is this a religion check? Can I give him advantage on a reroll?
It's not a religion check. He is just rolling to see how well he is able to decipher the text.
I will
Okay.
cast guidance on him and try and help him.
You could make a religion check if you would like.
Oh, thank you.
I will cast guidance on that then, if I'm not casting it on him.
That's fine.
How does the alphabet work? There it is. And that's a D4.
Yes.
Hey, 24.
24. Pelor is one of the main deities that are often openly supported because it's one of the few good deities in this land. There are a lot of evil deities and only a few good ones. It is kind of like, hey, mom, dad, and auntie are good, but like the rest of the family we kind of don't talk about. But what you know specifically about what he said so far is that Pelor is all about goodness and healing. And there was a famous champion about 3,000 plus years ago called Gerald the Silvar, and he was one of Pelor's greatest, but there has never been another champion since. You also know that there is an obsession among fanatics of finding something called the sun. As Frederick reads the rest of the thing, though, he goes, there's also something here about the dancing catacombs, somewhere within the dim woods.
Woods, huh?
You said you had
And then we got one last
more?
one, right?
Yes. Here
This
you
is-
go.
This is odd text. He begins to kind of do a little salt, little soot,
It has a fishy odor to it. I don't know why.
cast it. He goes, this is far easier to decipher, weirdly enough. I'm not going to even attempt. This is fuck. Blibdolopulip. Do you all know what Kuatoa are?
No.
What kind of check can I make?
Make a nature or arcana check, or a religion check, really any of the three.
Whoa. I'll take a religion, please.
Okay.
Yeah. No, 4.
4.
I mean 7.
7. You know that there is gods not talked about, and this is one of them. But you don't know what Kuato are. Frederick kind of continues and he goes, all right, well, Kuato are... They're fish people. They're evil fish people. They're like, think about goblins in the water. Smart
My God.
magic casting goblins in the water. That if
That
they
explains
worship
itself.
something hard enough, it actually becomes a real god.
That's not possible. Stop it.
I assure you it is. And it's quite annoying because there are a history of random gods that pop up in this world because of this very fact.
I'll need to see this for myself.
Well, what it
I would
says here
prefer not
is
to.
it's a list of some of the gods that have been created in the years. It's actually quite a good documented list. Gives you the symbol that they all share, which is a lobster head. And a dungeon called the Scorching Maze somewhere within Kern.
Scorching.
Maze. Not like the corn, but like the thing you get lost in.
Oh, okay. In the what location?
Kern.
Kern.
Very good.
Ah.
I don't know why you're repeating everything. I'm the bird here.
I'm not what?
All right. Anything else?
That's it for these scrolls, but for myself, I was wondering if you have a brief history of the kingdom and the previous king. I'd like to read up on what his rule was like.
I kind of figured you would come to me at some point with that. Let's see what I have here. Holy shit, I rolled a 5 and a 1, even with advantage. That's pretty shitty. Let's see here. Investigation makes it an 8. He goes, hey, it's a tricky subject, you see, because the current king tried to erase most memory of him. As you know, that's how successions happen. However, I've been alive for a very long time. Is there anything you wish to know just from my memories?
Well, we'll have to get together when we have more time then. But I need to pick your brain about what his rule style was and a lot of his ideologies.
Are you
But
looking
it's
to
not
become
something I want to...
the same person as your father?
Are we all trying to avoid that?
I mean, your father wasn't all that terrible, but I would still encourage you to be your own person.
Exactly. I just want to know what footsteps he left behind and what there is to improve upon.
Yeah, build upon. Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
well,
but we'll do that another day when we're not.
yeah, stop in for
We're a
tea.
little pressed for time today. I'll stop in for tea.
whenever you need to.
And if you find that book, maybe one that I could just take around with me and read about past kings, I would appreciate it.
I will try to see if we can maybe send a team out to see if we can discover one. We'll make
Thank
it a priority.
All right.
All right, get out from my table unless you want some tea.
I thank you for your time. And we walk out. I'm gonna head to the forge. If anybody other than Ren wants to come with me, you're more than welcome to.
Wait, other than Ren? So is Ren not coming? I thought Ren was coming.
No, you are coming. That's why
Oh.
anybody else.
Okay.
Everybody else has a choice.
I don't.
Bring your stick.
Have a choice.
So we're gonna go to the forge. We'll meet you guys back at the end this evening.
All right.
No, I have nothing better to do right now. I'll go with you guys.
Alright.
So I'll just tag along.
Yeah, I don't know what else I would do, so I'm gonna go along too.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna slunk off to the Thieves Guild and the Medicine Guild and what was it? The equipment place. That wasn't like an actual guild, right? It was just an inventory
Yeah. So we can do all that. So we'll start with
for
the
bits and bobs.
blacksmith stuff, and then we'll do your little run around town. All right. So do you remember the name of your own shop?
The blacksmith situation?
Mm-hmm.
Do I remember anything? I do not.
It is Earthfield, the blacksmith guild. And you see Oliver Lunadream, kind of human, come out and goes, "Oh, Master Smith, sir. Nice to see you. See everybody else here as well. Good day."
Hey.
You guys-
Hey, good to see you, Oliver. Hope everything's been going okay while we've been gone. Glad you haven't burned the place down in the last couple days.
Me
How
too.
how did trying on that armor work? How did you fare with that?
Yeah, let's find out. What were you having him make again?
I was having him give that give a try for that
That half plate?
the half plate. Yeah.
That's fucking funny. All right. Let's see here. So first off, he would need to make intelligence because he doesn't have any working plans of them.
No, he gave him.
Oh, I gave him.
Oh, you gave him the
He gave him the
plans.
plans.
That's right. You're right.
No, that's what I did. I gave him my plans and I said, "See if you can do better than this. Like,
Oh,
see if you
that's
can
right.
improve
So
upon
let's
this."
see. Let's find out. So he had like a week to work on this. So we're gonna give him advantage as he took his time. Ooh, that's a natural 19 on the die for a 21 total. I think that is just successful. It doesn't exceed it, right? Because it's 18 DC.
Right.
All right, so it's a successful set of plans. He's then gonna go ahead and try and what did you give him specific orders on what ore to use?
No.
You said the good stuff, I thought.
I don't remember saying that.
I honestly, I think you did. I thought you
As
did,
a
but that's
beginner
fine.
blacksmith, he would not think to use anything of very much importance. So he is going to go ahead and still take his time with it, though. That's a natural 20.
Ooh. All right.
For a 24,
Automatic success.
which is over 5 ahead. So it is a very good job on the forging. And then the last thing is just the outfitting. So this is going to be sleight of hand.
Keep rolling those same dice, please.
Oh, shit. I dropped one. That's a natural 18. Plus 4 is 22. So that is just functional, but it is a functional set of half plate armor. And so he goes, "Oh, you want to check out the armor that I made? Yeah, come here, come look at this." And he takes you back, and he goes, "Hey, who's the new people? Can I get an introduction?"
Oh, Blitzkrieg will kind of like put down like the spear that he took from the wall and just put it back. Yes, I'm Blitzkrieg. Don't mind me. I'm just here to observe.
All
And
right.
I'll look at the wall.
Oh, Rin kind of pipes up. Name's Rin. That armor's for me, so I can protect him.
Oh, nice.
And I
Well,
point to
we
AF.
can do the last bit of adjustments now that you're here. Well, here, come closer. You too,
And that-
Master Smith. I want you to see it as well.
And I will cast guidance on him as he does this.
Hey,
Well,
you there in the back? What? You looking
Oh, you
kind of
talking to me?
weird.
Or... You talking to me?
It's Finn just trying to stay out the way.
All right, well, don't break anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to not even look at anything right now, to be completely honest with you.
Who is this guy?
He's with us. He's gonna show us around on our next journey.
All right.
Um,
Anyways, here, come look at the armor. So he's got it on kind of like a mannequin, and he goes, "All right. So I took the plans that you gave me, and they were good. They were functional plans. They were just it took a lot of time to put into the work. So I took my time. I made these nice silver shoulder plates. These kind of like orange lemon looking like breathable air holes around the chest. I put that black
Ooh.
star right in the middle that you had said symbology wise. It goes down a nice little green, like thin, it's like chain armor, but it's just the bottom parts of that. It's got a nice belt around it. Should work pretty functionally as half plate.
So, do I notice that this star thing is the perfect thing for my necklace? Like, I try and take off my necklace and like fit it into it.
It doesn't fit into it, but it's the same symbol.
Okay.
He goes, I also have this this helmet here, but I don't know if you're a fighter with a helmet or not. And it's that same kind of like greenish like chain that kind of like hangs down around the neck, but the helmet itself comes to like a V point with a line down the middle, and then the eye holes there as it kind of goes over with that same star symbol on the top of the headpiece. And he goes, yeah, it's up to you, but it's real pretty. Even you just leave it at home, hanging on a mantelpiece, whatnot.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Thank you.
All right, how'd I do, Master Smith?
I'm looking it over. I turn around and put it on
Rin.
Ren. Kind of look at him. I'm like, Blitzkrieg.
Bling,
Timon.
bling, bling, bling. What?
Can you help me
Around and knocks over
evaluate how he did? And I kind of hold Ren there for a second. See if they'll help test the metal.
What is he doing? What are you doing?
Hit the chest plate.
Ah, yes. He takes out his dagger and he pokes it.
Roll to hit.
All right. That is a 24 to hit on a dagger.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's gonna hit. Jesus.
So Blitzkrieg, you like go, and as you're stabbing towards the plate, your instincts go, well, obviously my dagger's not going to go through this plate. Like it needs to go through a fleshy bit. So like at the last minute, you like swerve your dagger and begin to like stab up through a vital point, and then you remember that it's your friend that you're attacking and not the enemy.
Oh. Ow. Are you, oops, sorry. Instinct kicked in. You okay?
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Rin
sorry.
kind of jumps back as he does that. Like, whoa, hold on.
Hey,
We're
Here's
I'm
your
not trying to fight you.
Good work, Oliver. Looks like it's it'll do.
Rin kind of takes off his shield and he looks at Oliver. He goes, Oliver, you got a chance to real quick make this shield match?
I can certainly try.
Actually, I want to use the forge right now to
Well, of course.
while Ren is here. So you can do that later, Oliver.
If you need any
But
assistance, I'm here to help.
Good work. Here, make these usable, and I give him the ore, the clumped ore, from all my unusable attempts. So
Side note,
How many unusable attempts was that?
I have 11 unusable ore clumps.
And how much ore was in each clump?
5, I think. I have to check. Yeah, 5.
So that's 15 total ore that you had used, correct?
No. There's 2 unusable, so it was 11 total ore that I had used. I don't know. I don't remember what I tried with 1 ore, but it was all fucky.
Okay. The 1 ore is lost, so that one's just he's not able to restore it.
Okay. That's the one that somebody found on the side of a mountain. That's where I got 1 from.
Yeah. The other one, he's able to save 2 of the 5 And the last one he's able to save all 5, so he's able to save a total of 7 out of the 11. He kind of working through all that, and he goes, "Sorry about that. Kind of some mangled pieces there. You must have had a doozy of a time."
Fortune
No
on the
problem.
road stuff.
Ren, walk with me and let's see if we can build a half plate here.
I leave my shield with him to work on while we're walking over the forge. Quick question: Do I have half plate now? In the helm?
I mean, it's made. Do you like? It's technically made for Master Smith. So are you giving it to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I promised it to him. I was on the fence for a little bit. I'm like, he owes me for dying, but
Okay.
give me a hand with mine.
Yep. I'll walk over.
So let's see
Cast
what we
guidance.
can do for a design here.
Should grab your homie. He can help.
Who?
Cough advantage.
Oliver, come here.
Yeah.
I really like what you did with the changes you did there. Let's see if we can work on this together and improve on that design.
Same thing, doing the half plate again.
Yeah, here's the plan, and I've got yours here. What you did. I just want to see if maybe we can come up with something better right now
All right.
between the 3 of us.
Oh yeah, sounds good. All right, well, let's give it a go.
All right.
Well, you will make the rolls with advantage because he is there helping, and he is now proficient in blacksmithing, which he was not before.
Sweet.
By the way, he made all those checks without being proficient in blacksmithing.
Nice.
Um,
He rolled well. Keep those dice around until you're fighting against us.
Hey,
that I can
so
use
is that
them.
a dread helm by chance, or is that just a regular helm?
No,
I call it?
I just described a cool helmet that I found online. That's it.
Okay.
You're welcome for my imagination. All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll an intelligence check at advantage. I'm assuming with guidance, because why else is Rin there?
17.
Yep.
So you guys are kind of sitting there and kind of like mashing your ideas together and kind of trying to look for ways to improve this. And you guys, after about an hour, Oliver looks at you and goes, "I don't know, Master Smith. I just don't think there's going to be a better way to do this."
All right. I think we've tried to beat this horse enough. Let's see if we can make it.
All right, yeah, let's give it a go. Did you want to use any specific type of ore, just the regular stuff?
Oh no, we're gonna use the good stuff.
All right, well, what did you want to use, as you are the one with the inventory?
I don't think we have anything cool though. Like adamantine. I think I used it all on that axe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't have anything. I don't know if I was given any specific list. I just was told 80 units of ore.
Because that's all you have.
Okay then. So yeah, just the regular
All
whatever
right,
we have.
regular stuff it is. That's the best stuff anyways.
All right.
Goes and gets you 5 units. Go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage and guidance.
Uh, 27.
So you are beautifully putting this together. Unlucky it's not the plus 10, only the plus 5 bonus. But so far so good. This is going together great.
And that was a nat 20 if that makes a difference.
It's definitely something to know. As you go on to the final piece, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check with advantage and your guidance.
Hand guidance.
15.
Oof.
What are you trying? What are you
And that's
doing
with
right now?
that's with your proficiency, right? Because are you proficient in sleight of hand?
I'm not.
You add your proficiency for anything you're not already proficient in.
Oh. So My proficiency is +3.
So that plus 3, so 18.
Yeah, 18. So that makes it.
I was close.
Mm.
As you kind of finish up, it's not like super fine at the end, but it is functional. And you can have it look however you wish, as it is something that you created. But
Yeah, it's gonna be black and gold to match my axe.
Oliver at the end goes, "Oh, it's good work. I think mine's a little better, but you know, it's good." He just kind of
Well-
like nudges you and like kind of gives you shit.
No, yours was excellently done. Very, very good work for the week it took you to do. This was a good spent hour. So
Yeah, all right. That's a little. You don't have to make me feel bad.
Ooh.
you did great work, Oliver. Keep it up.
Did you still want me to do that shield?
Yeah, that'd be great if you. I mean, just some inlays, make it match the rest, right?
Yeah.
Got to look like a set.
Before we, oh, okay. Do you want to do it now?
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
real
this now.
quick. If you wanna help
just-
out, yeah, that'd be cool. You're the inlay master.
I mean, I was gonna work through the night to get this done. I don't know how much time you guys have. I heard you had to leave.
Yeah,
Well,
we're leaving
I
in the
may-
morning.
May have a project for you through the night. As a thing.
No, he has to work on the guild things too.
Yeah, we also
We have to
just-
produce a couple weapons.
Yeah, and also.
Yeah, well, weapons was the need.
No, what do you need? I've got some stuff already made.
Is this a weapon shop? It is, right?
It's a blacksmith.
Oh, is
a
there
blacksmith.
weapon on the wall or
Everything
anything?
is essentially custom
Okay.
because they can't produce them fast enough to basically give away. That's
Gotcha.
why they have to
Yep.
create so many each time.
Yep. Well, I mean, if you got something for me, I'd appreciate it.
What do you need? I got a couple of things that I finished for the guild, and as long as Master Smith says it's okay.
I mean, you got any like morning stars?
It's oddly specific. Let me see here. Armor. Nope. Shit. Weapons. All right. Here we go. I got a halberd. Does that work?
Can't really use that one with a shield.
All right. Let me try again. That was this week's. This is last week's. Longbow? That's not even close, right? You're trying to look for melee weapons.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see here. This week, the only weapon they're looking for us to make is daggers. I doubt that's going to be very helpful to you either, right? Again, I can do a custom work, but I could probably only do the shield or the weapon tonight, since we've already been working on this half blade all day.
The shield or the weapon for sure. I mean, the shield works. It's fine. I just
All right. Well, again, Master Smith, willing. What would you like? Morningstar. I don't know if I've ever made one. You know them, Master Smith. How difficult are they to make in terms of DC?
I mean, we can help him out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody else was to stick around for that, but I'm down to help him out.
We can sleep in here, right? There's a cot somewhere.
I don't know how much
Morning
sleep
Star,
you'll be getting. If you're gonna be helping.
you're looking at about 15.
All right, it's easier than the half play we just did. We could probably bust it out, but you guys are gonna be exhausted starting tomorrow's trip.
Yeah, we might just stay another night then.
No, we've committed to leaving in the morning.
We'll help you for the
That's
first
fine.
part. We got an hour. We can do it.
All right, well, let's draft some plans then.
So
do you want
out
him
of
to
game,
do it, or do you want you to do it?
out of game, chainmail is better than half plate.
It's different.
Apparently,
Medium versus. Have you
Yeah,
used it?
because I think half plate doesn't put disadvantage on checks.
Oh, it does.
It
It does.
I don't know. I'd
Yeah.
have to figure it out, but
okay.
chain. So hold on.
thought.
Oh, they're
You
both
said
medium.
chainmail?
Yep. Chainmail is
Chain-
considered heavy armor, though.
Chainmail's
Heavy armor.
and it's armor
Uh,
16.
Half plate is medium armor, so
Oh.
that's the difference.
Yeah, and half plate's medium, and it's armor 15. But it's
I
way
don't
more
have
expensive because it's hard to make.
I don't have proficiency in heavy.
Oh, I see.
Anywho,
Okay.
So he goes, all right. So do you want him to be making the plans, or do you want to make the plans? Obviously, you guys are collaborating, but who's rolling the dice and adding the modifiers?
He seems pretty smart. I'll let him make the plans, and I'll do the forging.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and he'll roll for plans. Add advantage. Are you giving him guidance as well?
Of course. Yep.
All right. That's an 18. So it's successful plans.
Okay.
And then go ahead and roll athletics at advantage.
At this point, how long have we been here?
Like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. Is Blitz is there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of. I'm kind of zoned out. Ran out of
Because
things to do like the first hour.
while this is going on, at a certain point, Flynn would just walk up to Blitz A because he's just impressed by him and be like, "You guys needing some armor? I mean, I can mage armor at will if that helps. I don't know. We're spending a lot of time here, and like, is that a thing that would be helpful?"
I mean, you might want to make armor to protect that scrawny ass of yours. But yeah, it would help. Where we going,
Okay,
you're probably going to die. We'll try
fun.
to protect
That's
you.
fair. I mean, odds are I'll take you with me, but hey, whatever. That's fine.
Take me away. That's a good one.
Then he'll just go back to the back of the shop and just kind of start fiddling with his hands.
If I'm looking at you, like, what are you actually doing? Like, are you basically casting the armor spell or something?
I mean, he's kind of just standing there, like just watching, but at the same time, every now and then, like he'll cast like the most basic things that he can count on, like dancing lights. He'll just be like lights back and forth in his hands while he's just waiting for everybody to be done so that we can kind of move on.
Okay.
He's not
Okay.
trying to do anything too outrageous. He's not trying to help because he knows he can't, but at the same time, he's not leaving, but he's also not doing anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess like same with Bliss. He's just like sitting there right now, he's looking at you, doing your stupid little lights, and he's like, and I'll just like look back and just kind of zone out again. But yeah, keep going, guys.
All right, so
25.
25, crushed it. And then who's gonna do the sleight of hand check?
I'll do it.
Okay. Just out of curious, what's your sleight of hand bonus?
+2.
Uh,
So that's a dirty 20
what is he doing right now?
with the guidance.
What are you doing right now?
Blacksmithing, so that he still gets his proficiency with it, so it's still gonna be better than a non-blacksmith. But
I guess like if I'm bored enough, I'm gonna walk up and just like just stand right next to him, just like look. What are you doing?
in the future, Oliver's probably a better finisher than he is a forger.
Uh-huh.
He has a lot of dexterity.
Okay.
All right, but your creation is successful. However, by the plans, it is limited. It is not able to be masterworked, as the plans were not quite good enough for that. But you have a functional, usable Morningstar.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, my intelligence
Yay.
is -2, so I figured he should be the one to be designing it.
His is +1, but it's not super high.
Hey, it's 3 better than mine.
Well, his is +1 plus his proficiency, which makes it +3. You would get
Oh.
-1 plus your proficiency.
I've been able to add my proficiency to that this
Always.
whole time.
Everything that you do
Fuck.
for blacksmithing, if it's not already added, you get to add it. So like you don't get to double add it. So like if you're already proficient in athletics,
Yeah.
you don't get to go like,
No, but these intelligence checks have been the ones that are just
well,
fucking killing me. Oh
maybe-
my god.
maybe if you were
You would have had
smarter,
a thing.
you
Yep,
would
maybe if I was smarter.
hit on done.
Alright, well, I'm done in here. Good
Alright.
job, Oliver.
Hard cut. over to Temin. Temin, where are you headed on your rapid errand running?
So right off the bat, we are going to go to the Healers Guild, which I have written down as the Pristine Wound.
Perfect. You show up, and today you see Nikki, the kind of blonde female member of the council, is kind of holding the desk down. She's, again, quite young, kind of baldish head, blonde kind of wig on. And she goes, hello? How can I help you today, Temin?
Hey, I need some herbalism kit ingredients. You got like 6 of them, just the components.
Oh, you need herbs?
Yes.
Let's see here. While I'm doing this, you are a little bit late for your check-in. Can we do that while you're here?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
All right. Have you been in any instances of scuffle where people have been injured?
Yeah.
Were you able, to the best of your ability, to administer aid to any of those who had fallen to a bloodied status?
Now, the best of my abilities are extremely limited, so in that regard, I was able to keep a body from rotting too much that we could get him back to the city. Does that count?
Bleeding?
Don't. Was it one of ours? Or
Yes.
One of our own people.
Yeah, one of my group.
As long as it was to the best of your ability, then it seems like your conscience is clear.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, as far as this goes, we have some here. I'm trying to see if there's anybody who might have more for what you need. Maybe the Farmers Guild, but most likely not. You needed how many? 6?
If you have them, I'll take what you can, but...
That'd be about a third of the stock that we have.
Just super.
Would you be able to pay for them? Normally we don't, but if we have to indeed buy more to stock up, it would be nice to be able to do so.
What's the price?
Simply just to be able to restock. For each unit of these, I'd say it's about $1 a piece. So 6.
6 will work.
All right, yeah, here you go.
Perfect. Oh, I should subtract instead of adding gold.
That is
There we
typically how
go.
payment works, yes?
That is indeed. Now, these just help with what I can do. There's no real guarantee. Do you have any, like, very basic, like, a single basic healing potion?
For that, you're going to want to go to the alchemists.
Okay.
They're the ones who make all the potions. Most of the people in the Healers Guild have innate magic, makes them able to do it.
General.
Yeah, to each their own, but I'm just. That's
Yeah,
typically
no,
why
not-
we have it from the alchemists.
Not yet. But no worries. Just the general goods place. Where's that? That's. Oh, I know. I don't know where that is.
It's Aqua Swords.
Aqua. I have that written down somewhere.
Did you need directions to the alchemist place?
Do I need to be in the Alchemist Guild to get a potion?
No, as long as you have payment.
Oh. Running low on that. No, just the general goods, the aqua swords.
All right, and she gives you directions there, and she goes, when you're there, just ask for Vivian.
Vivian.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I'd order extra herbalism kits though, because I'll probably be back with a need for more.
Yeah, we'll send some missions out for them. You know, collection missions, those are sometimes difficult in the woods.
Is there anything I can do while I'm out and about? Anything you look for, specific plant-wise?
From what Tibamar said, you're going to have quite a bit of busyment as it is.
Yeah, anything you need from a swamp?
You'll know if something looks important. I mean, you are, after all, a member of the guild, are you not?
I am. I'll grab what I think might be useful.
See? There you go. Proactive thinking.
You don't use beholder teeth, do you? Oh, maybe the alchemists do. Actually, I will take a... Does it make it... You know what? I'll ask the... You know what? I will take directions to the alchemists. Hopefully Undead Beholder makes them more valuable.
That's quite a story there. She kind of just like is like a little flabbergasted at like that. She goes, "Yeah, you'll have to tell me about that sometime." All right. The alchemist's it's trial of impurity. It's actually about, and she kind of gives you directions to where they are. Everything here is kind of very maze-like, and kind of needing directions to and from places is something that you would have to kind of accumulate over time. She goes, Jenna's the one working there today, I believe. She got back a few days after you left.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And it was Nikki, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Nikki, you've been super helpful. I can't thank you enough. But I have to go. So, just once. Thank you.
So where are you headed off to?
Whatever's closest, I guess. In the just shortest path possible.
Probably
Let's
the
say.
Alchemist Guild first.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head there.
Okay. You show up, and it is basically just a glass building within a glass building within a glass building. It's just like multiple levels of safety glass and flasks and beakers and just like, think your mad chemistry set gone crazy.
Nice.
But you see kind of within it a fairly, I mean, normal's maybe not the right word to go about with saying from anybody from a fantasy era, but you see a human kind of short, like 4'2", fairly muscular build though. Attractive face, except for the fact that you really don't know how old she is, and it might be pretty young. You're not entirely sure if this is who you were supposed to find, but she is there, kind of short, curled auburn hair, brown eyes, and she goes, "Hello, can I help you?"
Yeah, I'm looking to make a trade. I'm looking for some very basic healer potions. I'm a little strapped for cash, but I have some undead beholder teeth. Wonder if you work with any of that.
Undead beholder teeth.
Or if you don't work with that, can you work with that?
We could certainly experiment with it, couldn't we?
You can certainly try.
Hey.
And how many potions would you want for these teeth, and how many teeth do you have?
I have 12 teeth.
Well,
I would like 2 potions.
2 potions. Very interesting.
That's a smart one right there. He's like,
What
I
do
wanna
you
stop.
care about these? Do you care if they have side effects?
I don't, but whoever's gonna drink them might, so no. In fact, that's better, honestly. Do I have to pay extra for the side effects?
No, I could probably give you those for free.
I will take all of the free side effects potions you were willing to test.
Are you sure?
It's like diarrhea.
I am very sure the
Because-
people drinking them might not be.
You watch, make a perception check.
Ooh, get to reroll ones. Get to reroll ones. Ah, dang. 12.
12. You see various vials of like red liquid that seems to be kind of dripping down in various places, and you see burners and stuff kind of making all these again red looking potions,
Red looking.
and you're pretty certain that's blood of some sort. She goes,
Great.
all right, well, if you're certain, I'm more than happy to give you some here.
Tell you what, 1 potion without any side effects, and let's say 3 with side effects.
For all of the beholder teeth.
For all the beholder teeth.
Let's roll some dice.
Let's roll some dice.
So she has no idea what to do with the beholder teeth.
Shipping down to R&D.
Very well.
Fantastic.
Okay. I need you to, when you're adding these, you can add 1 regular health potion.
Okay.
And then I want you to add a health potion, but add some words for me so I can remember where they come back to.
Infused with ghost pepper.
And remember,
Guaranteed.
so when you're putting them in, also put who they're from. So Jenna.
Yeah.
And then go.
Jenna or Jenna's?
Jenna, Jena, Jenna. Bloated agony. Exposure.
Wait. Bloated. Agony.
Exposure. And fallen puppet.
Damn.
Nice.
Hope I don't go down first.
Just in case any of the side effects happen.
Just in case.
All right. And then you also wanted to go to the aqua swords, yes?
Yes.
All right. You arrive. Vivian is there. She is old Durgar female, like thick, like black 5 o'clock shadow. And she goes, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Vivian,
Yeah.
I need some basic,
Manas?
collect.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, if you're low on stock of those, I understand. But I need basic harvesting equipment, like glass bottles with stoppers, pouches. What do you
What do you
growing
have?
have for,
Moonshine? You growing moonshine? Can you be growing
Eventually.
moonshine?
eventually? Do you
Alright.
need some?
I mean, if you got it, I'll take it.
When I get it, I'll give it.
All right. How many of these vials you want?
Like 2 or 3 of each.
All right. And you got money, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I got some gold here.
All right. 2 or 3 of the various things. Do you need like clippers or daggers or anything like that?
Nah, I got daggers. I can
All
whittle and chop.
right. What about like 8 silver for the lot?
Okay. That can work.
All right. Got 3 vials. Couple of distillers. Fancy name for just regular fucking glasses. All right, 8 silver. Here you go.
And here you go.
All right. Anything else?
No, do I need to add anything specific or just
Nope,
harvesting equipment?
Just know that you have basically like 3 vials, and if you're collecting anything that's not a liquid, you have like 3 uses of non-liquid harvesting
Okay.
materials as well.
3, no.
All right. Is there anything else anybody wishes to do before we get to the morning of travel?
Nope.
I have a question for the DM.
The DM is here, coming in. God, hello.
So, like my character, I may not have rolled very high for intelligence. What would be required to take a half plate that I just made make it into the full plate that I intended to make, which is also a DC 18.
I think there's some time magic at like 18th level that can have you like go back in time.
That's a copy. All right.
But you can always
So-
make a new one at another time on another day.
At another time, another day.
You could
Exactly.
add to half plate, right? Yeah.
That's kind of what
Yeah,
I
you
was
just need to
wondering,
make
but it's
another
the
half
same
plate.
rolls.
It's not exactly how that works.
Make two halves.
Two halves equal four.
Two
No.
halves does not make full baby. Just like if you take two halves of a child, you don't have a full baby, and that's not how that works.
Okay. Okay.
All right. With that in mind, then we are going to fast forward through the night. You guys had your evening, told your stories of beholder fights and daring escapes and all of the things, or maybe you didn't. Having said that, we are going to pick up one day into your journey as you guys are getting ready to near Frik's Bog. Along the travel, I would like us to all get to know each other more so than you already have with any conversations you guys wish to do, with any updates of how things went on your previous mission, what your guys' plans are moving forward, etc. And I, being the generous DM that I am going to give you all of the next 10 minutes of break to decide what you wish to talk about and discuss, and then we'll share it with the people.
Real quick, I would like to do a couple of things in the morning. I was going to see if I could get my weapon enchanted to be a magical weapon, so that I don't have to worry about that. And B, I wanted to visit the Healers Guild to see, to just go through and check in, if that's possible.
It's not.
I'm gonna jump in on that one and say no.
I don't mean to be a negative person here, but you can't be in all of the places at once.
That's why I said the next morning. That's what I was.
No, but
You guys are
we had
leaving.
plans to leave the morning of, and since we wanted to, you specifically wanted us to work on the shield and the Morning Star and all that.
We didn't
and
really
that's why we were exhausted. So I'm like, no, we're leaving on time. You had your chance to do your errands yesterday.
He's grumpy when he's exhausted.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
had my coffee.
But we will go on a quick break. All of my lovely fans out there, thank you, probably Sam, for watching. And we will be back in about 10 minutes. See you guys all at around 8.
All right.
And we are back.
Hello, internet friends.
Wonderful. So, as I had said before, we are going to kind of do a little bit of fast forwarding through about a day of travel. But during that day, there are going to be a few conversations, plans, whatever you guys wish to talk about. Right as you were leaving, Frik caught up. So Tom, our player, is actually able to join the last half of the session. That's why we were a little bit late coming back. Tom, say hi.
Hello.
So Frik will be on this journey as well as our new friend Deflin. So as you go real quick, Frik, can you describe? I try to describe your character, but can you describe your character to Reflin here, or Deflin?
So I am gold eagle colored, athletic, slim but muscular build barbarian that uses a bladed polearm. Picture kind of a falchion at the end of a staff. Wearing tattered robes for some reason, but carrying myself very regally, as I am royalty where I come from.
Tattered like they are just old, or tattered like battle worn?
They're tattered as if my clothes were gone and somebody just gave me a burlap sack.
Okay.
Shit happened, man.
And then for Tom, since he wasn't here earlier, Devlin, what are you looking like as you have been kind of given the role of guide for this?
Yeah, so Devlin is a changeling, so he's technically Fey, but he looks very, very normal. He is, I think I described him earlier as, he is nondescript in every category. Like, if you put him in a room, even without him like looking like somebody else, he looks like everybody. He's average height, average build. His kind of go-to before joining the party was essentially he was a grifter. He would walk into a bar, sit in the corner, watch somebody walk up and open up a tab, and when they would walk out of sight, he would morph into them and go up and add something to the tap. That's how he got his food, his drink, and now he's just trying to kind of find a way into, I guess, polite society at this point, for as much as the rebels can be polite society. But it's very, very nondescript, so average height, average clothes, nothing that stands out.
Word.
And I think I missed this before, but he does walk with the staff, and weapon-wise, he's got a I think if I remember correctly, he carries a crossbow.
Okay. If you're like already guiding us halfway, I'm probably like, where did our guide go? And then I look in front. Oh yeah, he's right there. Never mind. Almost didn't notice him.
As you guys travel south, the mountainous desert that you guys are used to coming from Westray the few times that you have come to Carstino, taking this direct southern route, you begin to see the desert turn into kind of more of a badlands, kind of more of a kind of raggedy trees, and kind of cacti, rocky outcrops. The farther south you get, the wetter it gets, and the more those cacti turn into trees and kind of swamp brushes, and it shows that you're getting kind of nearer to Frik's bog. As you guys kind of approach and kind of get into kind of more of the second day of your journey, Devlin, at this point, you don't really have any farther, like you've led them to the edge of the bog. You don't really know what the plan is at this point. So who is leading and what is the plan?
Well, we're following Devlin.
Yeah.
Down. Kind of.
Yeah, I was thinking. So I was told to lead you guys here. I didn't really have a whole lot of planning past the location.
Simon, what do you know about how to find this thing?
Like zippity doo. That it was just in Frik's bog. We can try and see if there's any like ominous storm clouds anywhere. I'm pretty sure this thing's gonna be, if it's as powerful as they're saying, then things should be a bit hinky whenever we get near it. Do we see any storm clouds?
What do you know?
Either a perception or survival check.
Oh yeah, we're doing that perception. Please and thank you.
I want to know that roll.
Did you say each of us?
So anybody, same rules apply as all of my campaigns. If you are proficient in something, you can join in a roll given to another player. But if you are given a roll, you can roll it regardless of proficiency.
So I have advantage with proficiency, so if anybody wants to join in, that's just a straight screw you, Aoth.
I am proficient, but the roll of the day is 12, so I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 23.
Damn.
I rolled the 25.
And this is on perception, right?
Or survival, if anybody wants to do that. It would be different information.
Is it a survival 12 roll?
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna perception it. It's garbage though.
Did anybody roll good survival, or was 12 the best we had there?
Well, I only rolled the perception.
Okay. Are you proficient in
I'm not
survival?
proficient. I'm not proficient in survival.
So with your extremely perceptive abilities, you guys are able to tell that it is currently very hot, very humid. There's a lot of kind of like steamy, low fog that kind of hangs over what is becoming denser and denser trees amongst this kind of swampy bog that you guys find yourself in. But nothing specifically stands out as the location of where this weapon would be.
So I can find something that's familiar to me. Do I have to have personal knowledge of the item, or can Temin explain it to me so I can kind of kumbaya my way toward it?
You can certainly try.
Temin, tell me everything you know about this thing.
So it's a sickle with the power of storms imbued into it. So it's magical. And they called it a storm sickle.
Who called it that?
Not to say.
Do
The
we know-
leader of the...
Okay. Do we know what it's made of?
No.
That's unfortunate. I know my way around metals. Anything else that we know about it?
No, not really. Just that they said it was in Frik's Bog. I'll check my notes, but... No, Frik's Bog, day south. Retrieve storm sickle.
So I can cast locate object for something that's familiar to me. I can name the object that's familiar to me.
I almost took that one.
Are you familiar with them?
No, never mind. Yeah, because then later on it goes on to say that I have to have seen it up close before, so never mind.
Hey man, we're actually still in the Apodorn Empire right now, right?
You guys are like on the border between Apodor Empire and Frik's Bog. You guys have not
Frik's Bog
yet
is-
entered Frik's Bog. You're right at
I see.
the edge.
So Frik's Bog is its own kind of like part
Frik's
of
Bog
the-
is not considered it's considered kind of like the Grim Waste. It's a wild land. It is not inhabited per se by any known cities or anything like that, but there are lots of monsters within it. I had sent you guys all the basically loose danger list essentially of how the regions work. I don't know if anybody actually looked at it.
Yep.
But Frik's Bog is 17th on the list of 19 being most dangerous. So
Oh well, shit.
Yeah.
See, Flynn, I told you we're gonna die.
So nobody else looked at that.
I did. That's why I was against going. But
I was against going as well.
Mhm.
I forgot.
Because the places where we got our asses handed to us were, so if this is number 17, those places were like 2 and 3
Mhm.
on the list.
Yeah, but those places like had it out for us. Come on, like we had wanted posters. I don't think we have wanted posters in the bog.
Mm.
you guys look
Plus
at
we
the
have-
nearest tree and there is not a wanted poster there.
Well, I guess we're safe here.
I start tacking up our wanted posters. No, I'm
I
joking.
do locate object for one of those wanted posters.
It's within 1,000 feet of you.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones you have on you light up.
I was joking. I gotta say it for him.
Oh, I'm not using my
It's not
locate
joking.
object
You
for
gotta use
that.
that spell slot. Mark it off. It's gone now.
I don't. It could be a ritual if we spent the 10 minutes, but I
Did you
don't.
just
I don't
spend
have it
10 minutes
prepared.
waiting for me to
I don't
turn
have
it?
it prepared, so I couldn't do it anyways.
People who
So,
joke. Alright,
Let's keep on
All
heading
right.
onward.
Flynn, Deflin, Stickman. Is there any like lore around this place? Any spooky areas that are less traversed than usual? Like by swamp standards?
Would somebody like to make a history check? I can give either Temin or Devlin the roll, as you guys are the ones having the conversation, but anybody proficient can roll it as well.
Reek
I
is
got a
proficient.
12.
Hey,
I have a +3 for history.
History is a 15.
Anybody else?
Nope, not me. Don't have it.
Boy.
I mean, I'm not proficient, but if I'm in the conversation, am I rolling it?
Yeah, you're in the conversation. You were just asked.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't know shit. He rolled a 5.
Temin, all you know are the fairy tale stories that get up to the deep gardens through the Apodora Empire. There are crazy things in Friksbog. There are things like hobgoblins and lizard folk and orcs and ogres, things that crawl, things that are plants, giant animals. There's fae connections here. Devils, demons, elementals. Friksbog's a fucked up place.
Where do the elementals hang out?
Yeah, that's all.
Do I know?
No.
Oh, dang.
hey, Reek. Well, actually, can I look around and see if this is densely forested, or can we get a good view from the top?
So where you are getting ready to go into is pretty densely forested in at least patches. But where you currently are in the Apodora Empire still is mostly Badlands, and you can see. But going over into Friksbog with the low-hanging fog, you can't really see through it.
Okay. Hey, Reek. Excuse me. Do you mind? I know it's difficult to see through this fog, but do you mind taking a peek to seek what we have around there? Maybe if you can see an inlet or give us guidance, but don't go too far. I don't want anything to come at you.
Give him a nod and take off about 30 foot above the group, and I do a little bit of a scouting party.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check. With disadvantage, as it is very, very foggy.
Both are 19. That's 24.
Thanks.
You peer through the fog using your eagle eyes, no pun intended. And as you are able to kind of look through and see kind of the first few acres of this bogland, you see that there is a rather large river pretty immediately into that you would have to cross, or else you essentially have to turn back. But there is a bridge you can see pretty easily that a path leads directly down. You also catch a little bit of movement near that bridge, but it's hard to see anything from where you are, as that's pretty far in.
General size? Can I distinguish general size of the movement?
Large. Like a large
Alright.
creature.
I land back down amongst the party. Say there's a path heading this way with a bridge. There's a river, but it seems something may be in the vicinity. We may want to scout out better. I couldn't make it out. We should tread lightly.
Well,
All right, let's
shall we?
step to it.
Let's do it.
I don't think it's a guard, so we may be able to use our camouflaging friend to some good advantage. he doesn't have to talk.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
All
So,
right.
like,
So
Yeah,
things
one-
that I want to know, because that was still pretty far out. Are you guys still moving at normal pace? Are you guys slowing down to a stealthy pace? Are you sending anybody out in advance? I want to kind of know the details on how you approach the river.
Is this desert terrain?
You are about to be entering into a bog, a swampy bog.
I say let's slow down to a stealth because we would know that this place. We don't know how specifically dangerous it is, but we know that it's one of the most dangerous places in our vicinity, right?
Yeah, it's
So I
a
want to move
wild
really
land.
cautiously. Yeah. I say let's slow down to a very stealthy pace.
Okay. And then are you sending anybody up ahead? Because I can separate stealth checks based on distance. So if like a group of people want to be in one group and a group of people want to be in another, so
I propose we do a tight diamond formation, spearhead, but not too far apart from each other to where we can't support each other. So within 20 feet of the front and the back.
okay. Then can I get stealth checks from everyone, please?
Do you want us to scout ahead? Okay, I'll do it. My advantage. We're walking in together. We'll do that.
Okay. Sounds like you guys are going into
21.
Okay.
About 7 for my stealth check.
I got
7,
a 3.
3,
Yeah.
18.
18.
24.
21. Win.
I have 5. Who am I missing?
Me. And it's rolling at disadvantage. 16 with disadvantage. Canceled my nat 20 though.
Okay.
Do you want to roll for my Moorbounder too?
Yes, always. It is your job to keep track of your Moorbounder if he is with you. Which, if he's with you, you are rolling for.
The Moorbounder's loud. 7.
How loud? 7. Okay. Give me.
He's a large beast.
Yeah, give me just a moment here.
I'm also probably riding him considering he's large. So I won't sink you.
All right. I would like everyone to get into the playroom. As that sounds really, really naughty, but it's not. James, since you haven't done this yet, I'll post it in the chat.
There we go, guys.
It says messages failed to load for me.
It's a bummer.
You have an account?
As far as I know.
Well, we'll let you figure that out while we get everything set up here. So as you guys kind of are attempting to approach here, you will essentially have you're not going to get surprised by the thing that Reek has already seen, and you'll kind of have your ability to approach it by placing yourself. Now, what the requirements of this are is if you rolled under a 10, you cannot be hidden in any way. You have to be fully exposed because you didn't stealth, and everybody else can kind of give themselves a more advantaged position.
James, go ahead and try it now.
I am trying it right now.
It should allow you to see the chat now.
Okay, there we go.
Seeing as how you can look like anyone, I'm just going to put somebody on the board for you until we get you a more permanent token.
Apparently I need to stand up here also.
And who else are we missing still?
Moorbounder, myself.
Yeah, things too.
I'm trying, it's not letting me.
I do have a character.
Rin. Alright. Nope, too many rins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Wonderful. Let me go ahead and switch it so that the people can see the things. Hey, that was seamless. If I do this, am I going to mess everything up?
Probably.
Probably. Yep. Turns out I did. You can all see that I utilize fantasy name generator. Alright, let's. I knew it. How dare he not come up with every single name all himself? How dare you? Nope, that's
We could have moved
not it.
Reek.
Feel cheated.
Hey Tom, I just loaded up Reek.
There we go. All right.
Oh, can't hear you, man.
All right.
Oh, I think your
So,
audio is bad.
oh, do we have audio issues?
Just like Tom, I think his I
Tom?
can see him trying to talk.
No, I'm not trying to talk. It's actually there's a storm outside.
Oh, okay, never mind.
All right.
All
What
right.
room am I joining now?
Storm sickle.
It's Darcy.
The same link as before. If you really are struggling, you can just go to my stream and follow along there, and I can move for you if you need to.
It's asking me for a password from everyone who's done that to me.
Good beat games.
No, this is your login information. We went over this.
See, glad Nick's here.
So if you don't have an account, you have to create an account. This is your information, and then it's going to ask you to join a room. That's the Good Beats games.
This is why D&D
Yeah, it
is
says
great.
enter password for the room.
To actually join the room, oh yeah, then that's going to be the password.
Uh-huh.
We went over this.
Matt, what's the password?
Oh,
Good
savage.
beat games.
I'll go giving it out to the. Okay.
It's too,
Or just put it
if
on the
somebody
stream.
else can freaking join this and cares enough to do so, we'll deal with that when we get to that point. That would be odd. In the meantime, again, James, you can still go ahead and pull it up on stream while you're figuring it out. Is everybody currently where they wish to be other than Devlin? And I think Devlin rolled well. So we'll go ahead and put Devlin in a hidden spot. Reek, are you where you want to be?
I'll be over.
Close enough. Yeah, I'm gonna have to communicate. It won't let me move it, but that's close enough.
That's fine. I can move you if need be. So, are you up in the air or are you on the ground?
I will be on the ground as of now.
Okay. So what I would like is for everybody at this point to roll a perception check. Has already told you where this movement was, but I want you to do so at advantage.
Perception advantage. Chunky dice.
23.
12.
13.
19.
All right. This is not a very
24.
yeah, this is not a very quiet creature, and you guys are all able to see this, but unfortunately some of you are not very well stealth, so they also see you. But what you see here is a large ogre creature that's bumbling out of the brush kind of across the empty river gorge. And you watch as he has this like house on his back, essentially made of like wood and ramshackled like
Oh shit.
put together, and you see little creatures squabbling amongst themselves up at the top. Does anybody speak Goblin?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those of you who speak Goblin, you hear, Frogwort, you little scumbag! Come on, you motherfuckers! We gotta be seeing if we see anything. Hey, don't you talk to me like that, Murkai! I'm gonna be the whatever. Come on. and then you hear one of them speak over and goes, "Shush! I appreciate all of you being so active. Hey, there's people over there." And I would like you all to roll initiative.
Hearing the goblin speak, can we try and speak back?
On
Like-
your turn, you absolutely can.
All right.
Wait, are we gonna try and actually talk our way out of something for once?
I'm gonna.
Wow, this is a
Trying for sure.
this is a new aspect to our
wildly
game.
inappropriate.
At the end of the round when I come up.
I would like mutiny against our
They're
leadership.
all dead.
I know my friends have beat you with their weapons, but to anyone living, we come in peace.
Of your flesh. Pieces of your flesh. All right. I have my handy dandy paper right here. Can I get
Handy dandy
25
notebook.
or higher to 20?
24. Sorry, Matt, but I appreciate it.
Anybody else?
26. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. So 24 is Temin. All right. So 20 to 15.
19.
19 for Flynn.
That was 19 for Rin. What for Flynn?
19.
What is your dex modifier, you two?
+2.
Flynn is 4.
All right, so Flynn first, then Rin. 15 to 10.
I got a 10. Tom, were you saying something or?
No, thunder.
Oh, sorry.
If it's getting distracting, if you guys hear something, let me know. I'll mute.
No, we can't hear the thunder. Just
That's
like
the
you.
move.
I keep thinking you talking.
Your mic's picking it up, but nobody hears anything.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, so Blitz is at 10. All right, who has not said their initiative?
Yeah,
I
taking
am
in
at
with 7.
9, 7. Aoth is the 7. Reek is the 9.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, good luck with that, Aoth. That plan of peace. All right. Well, top of the initiative, as you see these creatures notice you and again, seemingly hostile intentions. Temin, you're up first.
I'm in a free action.
muted.
Unmute myself. Let's do. No, I'm not. Did we? Aoth, did you make it clear that we want to try this peacefully, or is
I
that
said it right before we did initiative.
Okay.
They might be useful.
I don't think there was like any way he could get something off before then, right? Like,
You can hold your initiatives until you speak. It's up to you. You guys can do what you wish.
Yeah, it's probably better not to run across the bridge, so I'm just going to hold my action bow shot to see if anybody else attacks.
All right, sounds good. At the end of your turn, those of you who can hear Goblin, hear go. Shukog, fire! And you watch as a light crossbow, one of these goblins kind of looking with like long braided hair, green body, kind of like puts over a little light crossbow and is going to shoot it at who rolled the 3 for stealth.
I think that would be.
All right, so it's gonna roll it at Aoth, which I believe you are in range. Yeah, plenty of range. That is going to be a 20 to hit, dirty 20.
That hit.
For 5 piercing damage as this arrow kind of just sticks into you.
Ouch.
That is its turn. Flynn,
Alright, does that trigger attack?
if you wish it to. It was definitely
Okay.
a malicious shot at your perceived king.
I will defend his honor.
So are you firing back at that creature specifically?
I am.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
18.
18. Give me 1 second. I have to remember what this... what 3/4 cover gives you for AC bonus. +5, that's what I thought. Okay.
+5? Wow.
Yeah, because this basically, fort on his back is kind of protecting the creatures within. So with that, you said you rolled an 18. You fire,
yes, sir.
And you watch as the board, like right next to its head, like catches your arrow. And again, if you speak Goblin, you hear, "Ah, motherfuckers are firing back. That's not okay. We gotta get him. Get him for the boss."
I mean, shout out, "I'm coming for your ass, Murkai!" In Goblin.
Not the one that shot, but a different one goes, "Yeah, fuck you too, buddy."
What's your name?
Flynn.
What's your name? Ezekiel! Fuck you, Ezekiel!
Flynn, you are up.
Okay, I think seeing the arrow come across, he is going to slightly freak out and attempt to cast Magic Missile at 2nd level in response.
To who or to which ones?
How far away are they?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 lovely D&D feet. Since elevation does not matter.
And they're clearly visible, right?
Oh yeah, it's on a big ass ogre,
Okay.
but they're all in the back of this like house on the back of it.
All right. Then he would do. He would freak out, and he would send the entire magic missile load at the one that fired.
Okay. Go ahead and first off, roll your check. Are you doing so straight or at advantage?
Straight.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. Plus the 5.
Oh well, actually. Oh, that's right. I'm doing the straight for that. Oh, actually, 17.
Okay. You seem to grasp at the correct magic again. This is one of those moments that you were made for. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. That is 2, 3. Let's see here. And this is 4 bolts, I believe. That one is 1. Second one is 5.
Okay, so 6 total.
Let's see, the third one is 2.
Okay, 8.
And the final is 2. So while it was what he wanted to do, it wasn't as successful as he wanted it to be.
So you kind of, what does your magic missile magic look like? This is the first time we've gotten to see it.
So when he's standing there with his staff, he kind of pulls back with the staff and kind of palm out, holding the staff. It's just 3. He wants it to be impressive, but it's not. It's basically at this point just balls of light. It's the most basic option that's humanly possible. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Like they shoot out one after another, almost like, oh, the first one worked, oh, the second one worked, in succession, and then they all just streak towards the same target.
So you watch as this one goblin that had already shot you, Temin, the first one comes down and like pierces a hole in its chest. The second one comes and pierces another hole on the other side. It begins to fall down dead as the other two basically like fully finish the job. This was a double hit point kill of this. This creature is dead.
Damn.
You hear the other ones yell, "Ah, magic users! Kill the magic users!" Flynn, anything else in your turn?
No, I don't think there's any place to hide himself, so he will just kind of stand there with a borderline shocked look on his face, to be completely honest.
All right. Next up is Rin.
Rin is going to take a moment and go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt on the first one that he can see, whoever's least covered.
Well, I mean, there's the big ogre, and then there's the ones with 3/4 cover.
Yeah, the one. I mean, we're shooting at the ones on top, but yep.
Well, if you're shooting at the ones on top, that's fine. But
Yep.
you just gotta tell me who you're shooting at.
The closest one that I can see. So probably this different looking one there.
Okay.
We shall see. That is a 22.
22 just hits.
46, so 17 damage.
17 damage. You watch as this kind of black and white surging light kind of shoots out as you kind of sit atop your moorbounder, and it blasts this goblin in the face. And you watch this one's more heavily armored. It's got like a chain shirt and shield, and basically as this comes through, it just blows him up. He's now bloody, bleeding, glowing like a beacon. He's looking pretty bad. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. I will tell Aoth to get behind me, and end my turn. Atop the moorbounder. Tell the moorbounder to just stay put.
Okay. All right. End of your turn. It is the goblin's turn. So watching both of their bosses just get freaking wrecked right there. You watch as the other ones go, defend Crickle, defend Crickle, defend Crickle. And they're gonna go ahead and loose both of their shots at you, Rin. So one of those is going to be a 15 to hit, and the other a 19 to hit.
The 15 does not. The 19 just ties, unfortunately.
All right, and that is going to be 7 piercing damage as this bow shoots and sticks into you. All right, that is their turn.
Rin looks down and goes, "You messed up my brand new armor."
You watch as the one that you had just blown up gets up now and kind of pulls himself to his feet. Again, not looking very good at this point. Is gonna look and goes, and again in Goblin it goes, focus the magic users, focus the magic users. He, however, cannot 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He can only reach Temin with his javelin. So he's gonna go ahead and throw the javelin at Temin. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a 19 to hit.
Yup.
For 3 piercing damage as it just kind of sticks you in the leg. And then it's gonna just hunker down behind his defenses. He's not feeling very good.
I'm gonna save my dodge. Well, no, screw it. I'm gonna have that one.
Okay, go ahead. He's actually gonna take the hide action. To not much success. He rolled an 11. I think everybody has a higher passive than 11.
Do we round up for halvesies?
For damage, it's always less. So if you're taking,
okay,
it's rounded down. So if it was
1 point.
Correct. All right. So that is then brings us to Blitz.
There's only like I'll basically just blast like the one with the crossbow with a frostbite attack. So I'm just gonna cast of a con save of 15.
15. Okay.
Yep.
That's a natural 19 for a 19.
All right. That would be my action, and
You hear that one go.
Cutie bug, I'm not impressed.
he doesn't know what he's saying. He's like, and then he's just gonna hide behind the tree again, and that's it. That's the end of his turn.
Wait. Was that the same guy that I attacked?
Nope, different one.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry.
Because he said the one with the bows instead of the javelin. You hit the one with the javelin.
Yeah, so I don't. It doesn't
sorry.
matter because I wasn't casting like actual target spell, so I won't trigger your guidance.
No worries. Next up is Reek.
Okay, so seeing the effect that we're having for distance and being slightly intimidated by the size of the troll or ogre, how big is a fortification on the back? Would I be able to fit inside of it?
You would have a lot of difficulty. It's built for small creatures.
Understood. So, if you would not mind, please moving me on the ground to the front of the bridge. So the far side of the bridge, the 5 foot in on the left.
Okay, 1 second. There you go. 5 feet in on the left, right there.
Far side of the bridge. So same place, other side of the bridge.
Right over there. Okay. Can you go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Oh, balls. Should have flown.
The 50 movement?
I have 40. Is that 50 there?
I didn't count it out.
If I fly, it's 50.
5,
40 would
10,
be like
15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Yeah, 40 would be like middle of it. Be like,
Well, that changes things.
be like here.
Yeah, we'll stay this side then.
Okay.
Still back safe.
Are you going to there or just staying on this side of the bridge, like all the way back here?
I'll stay there. The whole point is actually just a Thermopylae if the troll comes. So just holding on the bridge is my intent.
Okay, no worries. You don't have to worry about the save.
So that's fine. Okay.
All right. That's your movement. Anything for your action or bonus action?
Action. They haven't targeted me, so we'll just I don't even have to hold. I'll hold dodge.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to hold dodge. You can just do dodge. All right. Next up then is going to be the ogre.
Damn it.
Oh no.
All right.
Yogurt.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Watch this thing just jump over the chasm. Like, no.
The lamp.
Ooh, it tried to. So you watch as it goes, and it gets right on the edge here, with these creatures on the back.
Oh.
But it begins to fall.
Oh shit.
Oh, and it goes down to the bottom.
Is it still alive? Can we see it?
We'll find out here in just a second as I roll fall damage. This is only it's only about like a 20-foot fall to be down there.
Oh, okay.
So let's see here.
So these things are probably now level with us.
He's not quite that tall. He's like 12, 13, so you'd still be shooting down. It'd be below the bridge at this point. But again, it's a dried out river, so there's not any water. So he's still definitely taking damage from it. But it's also an ogre, so, you know, it doesn't take that much damage. But it's more the fact that it is prone now down there. It is going to use the rest of its movement, however, to stand up. And then it's going to use its action to try and attempt to climb out. Which it rolls a 23 athletics. So it movement. So yeah, it's basically gonna get to the brink of this. Not quite all the way up, so if you were to attack it, it'd still be prone because it's like pulling itself up still. But it is no longer in the hole. But that's its whole turn because it missed the jump.
So those things are basically level now that he's climbing up.
No, the ogre would be level with, like, the ogre's face would be like level with you now. The creatures would be about 10 feet up.
So okay, yeah. Well, I can see them and target them, is what I was saying.
Sure, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move behind this rock over here. I was gonna talk to him across the chasm, but now I'm uncomfortably close. It's over, Grekel. I have the high ground. For a moment. Will you honor a ceasefire? We mean you no harm. Will you honor a ceasefire along with us as we just want to pass through?
Kirkle goes,
Ceasefire, we have you outnumbered, and we are higher than you. You make no sense.
We are more powerful than you, and we mean you no harm at all. Why risk being injured or another death?
We can't loot your bodies if you're still living.
You don't have to loot them. We
How
can.
do we get the loot?
We can. You just ask. We can negotiate with you.
make a. Are you being honest or are you being deceptive?
No, I'm being honest.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
I mean, peace. All right, and I'm gonna do my charisma little superiority dice.
This is what leaders do, man.
Roll like shit. Roll like shit.
Fuck.
Yes.
No. No. No.
Ah.
The rebels,
And the
man.
one-
They could be like, oh my god. Oh.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
9.
He goes, I don't know if I can trust you. I can never trust those that look like you.
Combat is still pursuing, continuing. If you wish to use your turn, that was just free dialogue. In the pursuit of not murder hobing everything.
You want to continue?
How can I prove you? I mean you no harm, and I'll sheathe my sword.
Oh shit.
Okay. Are you going to use your action to take the dodge action, or truly just not take any action?
I'm gonna hold the dodge action if you throw something at me, but
Okay. No,
other than that, I'm just standing there.
With the dodge action, you just take it. Means you used your action, but it means if anybody attacks you, they have disadvantage. So you don't have to hold it. But it means you don't get to use your action for anything else. So that's fine.
I'm just standing there, hands open, like, believe me.
Prepared. Okay. All right. That brings us back to the top of the round. Temin.
Temin is not having any of this. We're gonna 5, 10. I can't really see grid squares. 15, 20. 25. As the ogre is like climbing onto the edge of this, basically use my bonus action to climb up like on his arms into the
Go ahead and make
house.
this an acrobatics check, because you're basically like trying to climb into an enemy's barracks, essentially.
14.
14. I will give you the option of being unsuccessful and being stuck on the outside, or being successful with a penalty.
I will take the. I'll play it safe. I'm gonna succeed on the outside, and I'm just gonna basically shout in there and be like, "I take him up on his offer, Crickle. We're coming for you."
And you speak Goblin as well, correct?
Yep.
Do you want to do more of an intimidation check at this point?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll intimidation for me.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually. 18.
He goes, you don't scare me any more than my boss does. I have to bring you.
And he just kind of gets quiet as he kind of sees you like right there, you know, bow in hand, right outside of the window, basically.
Alright, I'll just poke my face in wherever there's room and be like, here's Temin!
Here's Johnny.
Flynn.
Wait, do I get an action?
All right.
If you wish to, I thought you said you weren't going to do anything.
No, so that was the running up.
What do you
maintain. Oh, actually, is a fantastic question. Do I see a goblin in there somewhere?
Yeah,
Do I see
there are 3 of
movement?
them.
If I can discern a difference, I will shoot for the least important looking one.
Also, who's the old dwarven man next to Rin on the map?
I was curious of that.
That
I
was
have no idea.
I had put him on the map
Is that
when
for
I
you?
grabbed my token.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't see anything other than like the bridge back. I've got it zoomed out all the way, but I can't see.
Dragon.
So I placed him up on the.
That's
Dragon move.
totally fine. So you can use
Oh,
that
there
one.
you
I had just been using a different one for you. So it's all good.
Control,
Oh, wait.
control wheel out. You should be able to.
Got it.
All right.
Perfect.
Mysterious person over. All right. So yeah, you see 3 goblins. What do you want to do?
There's a mere 27 to hit.
For what?
Just shooting into the barracks.
Are you shooting
Uh,
the injured boss one or one of the uninjured?
Let's go for the uninjured henchman.
Okay. Go ahead, and so 27 definitely hits because they don't have the cover since you're right up there.
Yeah. That's not too shabby. 19.
Do you shoot the one on the right or the one on the left?
I will shoot the one on the right. So the middle one, I guess.
Yeah. So you shoot and just straight through the skull, completely double damage, dead. They go, Frogwort! Boss, I think they might be serious.
That wasn't Crickle.
Gone. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Next up then is Flynn.
All right. Flynn is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. His way up here because he's feeling emboldened after his last success. And he is going to again do magic missile. A little bit more confident, but not 100%. So same as before, which is going to be 20. So everything is fine. He will fire 1 bolt at each of the 3 that he can see.
So the ogre and the 2 goblins?
Yeah, and then actually 2 at the ogre. This is 2nd level again. 2 at the ogre, and then 1 at each of the other goblins.
Okay. All right. So let's go.
We'll do the
ogres first.
Okay. So 2 at the ogre. That is 3 and 5, so 8 to the ogre.
Okay.
Then just whichever goblin seems to be closer is this next one.
Okay.
Which is a 2, and then a 2 to the other one. Doesn't really matter.
Okay. You critically wound the other goblin, goes, ah! And the boss one has another like magic bulb like explodes on its already damaged body. They're both looking pretty rough at this point. The ogre, however, looks completely unfazed by the amount of damage that you've done to it at this point. It just kind of
Okay.
goes, does anybody speak ogre, by the way? Or excuse me, not ogre, giant.
Nope.
No.
You hear just like, oh. All right. Anything else, Flynn?
I am. Let's see here. I'm going to use a sorcery point as a bonus action to get back one of those spell slots.
Sounds good.
Actually, I'm going to wait. Hold on, take that back. I've got to use 3, I think, for a 2nd level.
Okay.
All right, so I'm using 3 sorcery points to get back one of my 2nd level spells, and then I'm going to just stand a little bit more upright because he's starting to feel it.
Sounds good. All right, Rin.
All right, Rin. Quick question, DM wise. My guiding bolt advantage that is still on that guy. If I cast Toll the Dead, can we do disadvantage for his save, or
It is specifically for attack-oriented spells.
Cool. Then we're gonna do another guiding bolt at him.
All right, and you will have advantage to hit with your guiding bolt that will then give advantage again. But he does still have 3/4 cover.
19.
19 is going to be a miss. And you did roll that with advantage, correct?
Yep.
Yep. So unfortunately, that does miss. You watch as it kind of explodes on the boards right next to Temin as he's kind of sticking his head in the room.
Okay. Alright. Well, that sucks. And the other one is dead. Can't be
I
saved.
mean, it's really hard for you to tell from where you are.
Like the first one I'm talking about.
Yeah, again, they're both in the thing still. Well, to your knowledge, they're in the thing still. Temin can confirm there's only 3 bodies in there.
I can't see them though.
No, not from where you are. You're like 60 feet across the field, and they're climbing out of a crevice.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Then I will. And he's still climbing out of the crevice, right?
Yep. He's like at the top, but it's what he's in the process of doing.
All right. I'm gonna ride up directly to him, to the ogre. Then I'm gonna have Morty move, and Morty's going to attack the ogre. As I yell to Aoth, I told you to stay behind me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack with advantage, because technically the ogre is still prone.
Let's see. Let me see here. It's a 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
14 damage to the ogre.
14 damage to the ogre. All right. You definitely see some like deep claw wounds from the warbounder in this thing, and he's like, oh! But it's not bloodied yet at this point, not at all.
Okay.
All right. End your turn.
Yep. And then nobody has advantage on the
correct.
leader guy, right? Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
The goblin inside goes,
Grelk, I think they're lying. They keep shooting us.
and he's gonna go ahead and take a scimitar off his side and run towards Temin and slash at him. That's a 8 to hit. That's not even true. That's a lie. That's a 7 to hit.
No.
All right. He is after he misses. He's gonna go.
Abandon ship! Abandon ship!
It's gonna go disengage bonus action 5, 10, 15. Ooh, nice. 25, 30. At the bottom, he was able to land that with the natural 20. Next after him is the boss. The boss is gonna go ahead and take 2 scimitar attacks as it looks at you and goes,
You liar! You're a liar!
that is a 11 and a 22 to hit.
22 hits on the second.
For 3 slashing damage.
I get to reaction that one too, right? It's a new round.
For reaction for what?
Reduce by half.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So after his 2 attacks, he's also going to bonus action, disengage, and abandon ship.
He has multi-attack? What a jerk.
Yeah, he does have multi-attack. Oh, but that was less good. You watch as he jumps out, goes, I'm gonna make it, but his leg is all screwed up, and he goes to the bottom and goes, ah! And he stops moving at the bottom.
No.
All right, that is its turn. Blitzkrieg.
We don't even have to do anything. They're just killing themselves. I'm just gonna look at what just happens. Like, okay, that's weird. He's just gonna cast frostbite from behind the tree. Look out! Cast it on the ogre actually.
Okay.
15 con save.
That is a fairly low number.
What is it? A 15? Yeah,
That's a 10.
a 10. Okay. I do 2d6. So 6 points of frost damage plus a 1d8. 6. So basically 6 points of frost damage and 6 points of actually frost damage because it kind of amplifies whatever.
Cold upon cold, double the cold. Yeah. All right. You watch with this. It's definitely looking to get bloodied now. As kind of you've like frozen the wounds and it's beginning to move a little slower. And these goblins are like jumping off its back at this point. It's kind of looking around, going, oh.
Yep.
And
it has a disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next.
Okay.
And my turn.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope. It's gonna be like I don't understand what to say, so I'm just gonna stay there.
Frik.
I would like to fly up and drive my polearm into the neck of the ogre. So, if you wouldn't mind moving me just next to Tevin, just to the right of him.
Done.
Thanks, sir. And as
Roll to
I'm gonna
hit.
do D&D Beyond, don't do this to me. There we go. All right. And so I'm going to recklessly attack.
Roll with advantage.
24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
So with, oh, by the way, I rage as I'm flying towards him. Obviously, yes. So that is 9 points of damage,
Okay.
and then second attack as I glance off of his neck. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Is 9 or... Ooh. I'll take that 13.
Okay.
And then...
13.
as I drive past, I am going to hit him with the butt of my weapon again.
I believe you used your bonus action to rage.
Oh, that is a bonus attack. Yep, okay.
All right.
Yes,
It
yes,
is
that's a
looking
bonus action. Yes, correct.
very tore up at this point, though, as it's barely like holding on to consciousness, bloody eyes, just like brutalized with the slashes and such. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right. Well, it's going to finish pulling itself up to the top here. And it is going to just swing out randomly as it is just trying to get the things killing it off. So possible targets: Temin, Reek, Moorbounder, or Rin.
It is obligated to hit me or take disadvantage on any other attack. Ancestral Guardians.
I already had disadvantage from like frostbite, so
Double
Oh,
disadvantage.
touche.
It's also pretty stupid.
Well, that's disadvantage on me or disadvantage on other people, so that's working for me now, too.
Yeah, so it's going to be disadvantage, and it's going to be against the Moorbounder.
okay.
That is a 12 to hit the Moorbounder.
12 does not hit.
Okay, so it just kind of like swings this like clubbish mace of a hand out at the Moorbounder and just kind of misses. That's its action. It's half of its movement. It's just gonna kind of stand there. It doesn't really know what else to do. Yeah, Aoth. How's your plan working?
You tried, man. You tried. I mean, this.
I was just gonna look at him and tell him one more time. It's your last chance to yield.
You look at which one, the one that died or the one that running away.
Well, I guess it's just the ogre, right? I don't even know if he speaks. Well,
Ball basically fell down to the bottom. I think he either unconscious or died from the fall. We got the ogre who's like almost close to death, and then we have the other goblin running away right now.
no, I'm speaking to the ogre in Goblin.
You're speaking to the ogre in Goblin.
Oh,
Yeah.
how the game's
Okay.
That's under the assumption that he could communicate with his little passengers.
Yeah. So you like speak Goblin and make an insight check.
18.
Okay. You don't know whether it be just because this creature is so dumb, or if they just don't speak Goblin, but they have no idea what you're saying.
All right. Then I move to finish him.
Okay. All right.
Can I stand there with next to the moorbounder?
Yeah. You just have to then move after. Basically, you can't stay there.
Okay. All right.
lunging.
Does a 24 hit?
24 does hit.
Okay. For 11 damage.
How do you finish this?
Right there in the soft spot in the neck. Just dive the sword right in, and with both hands just pull it across the thick skin to let the head flop over halfway on the still attached skin.
As you do that, you hear it go, ooh, and just collapses. Anything else on your turn?
Just gonna check him for loot.
Okay. Go ahead and we can be out of initiative if you wish, or if you guys wish to continue, we can.
Continue, because we're gonna chase down that other little guy, right?
Okay, so that was your action then to attack. So are you doing anything with bonus action or movement, or just wait until next turn to loot?
I'll wait.
Okay. All right. Next up then is Temin.
Can, as this giant ogre is killed, basically, and I'm gonna try and not, but does this ogre just fall down into the ravine?
No, it had already pulled himself out, so he is collapsed
okay.
on the top. Right.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna slide off of his body and try and go all the way down and land next to Mr. Sassy Pants,
Okay. It is.
who I
20
believe
feet
is
down.
unconscious, right?
Yeah, it is 20 feet down. Are you climbing, or are you jumping and trying to land it?
I'm aiming for the bushes.
There are no bushes. This is a.
I will aim for the softer part of the dirt.
Got it. Make
The softer rocks.
Make an acrobatics check for me, please.
That is only a 24.
You easily land on the softest part of dirt, like just a perfect gymnast.
All right. Really quick, I am.
When you do that, you do see the other goblin running away.
Okay. In that case, oh, I don't have that anymore. Or do I? No, I don't know. True to my Healers Guild world, I'm going to bend over this, and he seems unconscious.
He seems unconscious.
Okay. I'm going to see if anybody's looking, and then pull out my dagger and use it to pop open a herbalism kit. Get those same ingredients together and try and stabilize them.
Make a medicine check with advantage.
Ooh. Medicine is a dirty 20.
All right. You feel like not only was this going to be really bad, because I had already pre-rolled for their checks and he had rolled a 1 and a 6. You stopped this. They are still unconscious, but you have made it so that this person will not die.
I mean, just gonna. Is that my action or a bonus action?
No,
That would have to be an action. All right. I guess for everything else, I'm just gonna try and like pick him up while simultaneously trying to go through his pockets and say, "Hey, Reek, look what I caught. Can you help me?"
All right. Well, we'll go through the going through the pockets next turn, as that would also be an action. But since we're
Okay.
still in initiative, let's go to Flynn.
Okay, he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right up here to the edge. And from where I am, does it look like, after he picked up that one, does it look like he is dead? Like, how does that play out from where I can see it?
So what you see is Temin kind of working on the injuries of one of the ones down there and kind of beginning to like pick it up. and yell out right as you see another one kind of like running down the riverbank, trying to escape, kind of right at the edge of your vision.
Okay. I think then if he looks like he has that one incapacitated, I am going to try to get the other one as it runs away. And I am going to do chill touch. Because it's, what is it, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, and then it's down 20, so it's still within 120.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
And he's feeling pretty confident at this point, so I think he's just gonna do the damn thing. It's gonna go. So he's gonna roll to hit, which is a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
And so with this, he kind of two hands his staff back over his head, thrusts it forward, and he deals out not as much as he would like in the damage category. He does 7.
7. You still watch as this like spectral hand grabs the back of this goblin and just like crinkles it and forces it to the ground unconscious.
And then he'll be like, hey, I got that one. And at that point, that's really kind of all he can do. He has no movement, so he is good where he is there.
Okay.
Very good.
At the end of your turn, it is then the goblin's turn. I rolled saves for them already. The boss is already stabilized. Blitzkrieg.
So you're just skipping me?
No, not intentionally, but yes, I was. Rin, you get to go first.
That's fine. Everybody's dead at this point, though, right?
To your knowledge. I mean,
Yep.
unconscious at very least, not dead.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't want them coming back, and the ogre's down right here, right in front of me.
Yeah, right next to you.
Okay. Yeah, if they're all appearing to be dead, I'm just gonna search his body.
Okay, make an investigation check.
14.
14. You find a extra large, like fabricated mace. It's not very good, but it's quite large. Very heavy. Aside from that, you find a bunch of scrap pieces of metal and wood and different kind of like nails and construction to make this kind of like house on the back of it. And you find 6 gold on this creature, just kind of scattered about the various like pockets and stuff.
I will toss a gold piece to everybody.
All right, that was your action. Anything else?
Bonus action, I will cast healing. Where's Aoth is right next to me still, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I will cast Cure Wounds on Aoth.
Isn't that an action?
Oh, sorry, Cure Wounds is an action. You're right. I will cast Healing Word then. Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead and tell them the health.
You get 7 back, which I think is probably more than you got hit for.
All right. Any movement?
Nope.
All right. Blitzkrieg.
I guess I see what's going on and going to probably work. Right. Lead. All right.
Side note. Sorry.
Sure.
Real quick on that mace, is there, for inventory purposes, is there anything different, or should I just put it down as mace?
Just note its size. It's an extra large mace.
Okay.
Basically, it does, instead of 1d6, it does 2d6 because of the size, but you can't wield it unless you're large or make checks for it, essentially.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go to the edge, look down to see what's going on, and I see like Temin, taking care of that guy. It's like, oh, I guess he's trying to like get some prisoners. And then I see this guy right under me. Looks like he's knocked unconscious too, so he's gonna basically. Is there a way for me to like slide down like the side?
If you choose to climb, you can do so safely. If you want to be able to do something once you reach the ground, you can try and jump.
I'll climb slowly.
Okay. So then you use your action and movement to get down. Go ahead and just for the purpose of this, make an athletics check.
All right, athletics. That is a 4, as I misjudged my own weight.
Yeah, all that really happens is just as you kind of get to the bottom, you end up prone. You don't take any damage or anything because you took your whole action to do it. But you can't really do anything more this turn.
Okay.
And I
All
put
right.
you
Well,
there.
I'll just I'll just stand right there. I'll just sit right there. And just, my breath got knocked out of me, and that's it. Yeah. So that's it. That's my turn.
Okay.
If it's a turn still.
All right. Sounds good. Next up is Reek.
Just to speak first, just saying, do we need to interrogate these? Just asking Temin as I come down and drive the butt of my weapon right next to almost like I was attacking next to the leader, as it were.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think would be best. They probably know more than any of us where this storm sickle might be. So
Very well. So you're sparing his life, okay? And are we?
Yeah, for now.
This is pretty much gonna take us out of initiative, right? Perhaps we stabilize the other one. 2 interrogations, separate them to get good information.
Yeah, I should be able to do that one too. Just take him up. Just take this one up top. I'm gonna waddle on over to the other one. Does he seem stable or? Okay.
Oh, okay. So I do grab the leader as my bonus action movement, all that. Grab the leader and set him up just to the right of Aoth as I land there, preparing to shuttle, but that should pretty much eat my movement.
Yep. Sounds good.
Going down and up.
All right. Next up would be the ogre, who, when I rolled death saves for, rolled a natural 20 on their first save, and therefore comes back with 1 HP. And as none of you are feeling very threatened at this, he is going to get an advantage strike against Aoth, who I randomly determined. He does not have his mace, so it will just be a clubbing, a hand clubbing. Does a 17 hit you, Aoth?
It does.
Okay.
Well, was that with disadvantage?
It was. I rolled 2 11s.
Okay, wow, alright.
So that is going to be 1 plus his strength, which is 4. So that is 5 bludgeoning damage as it just kind of swings out and hits you.
Oh, alright.
It's then going to use half its movement to get up, and then it's going to run away. He doesn't think he can make the jump back. He's gonna try it anyways. 5, and he's gonna try and jump. Ooh. I'll say with a dirty 20, he gets the edge. But with a natural 1 on his dex save, he falls down to the ground unconscious again. Right next to you, Tevin.
I'm just like, oh, I guess we have another one.
Rin, would you or the Moorbounder have taken an attack of opportunity, by the way?
100%.
Okay. You guys can do that first, since that would have happened before the results.
Okay. So his mace attack or Morningstar. Hang on.
Who is doing this? You or Morty?
Would both of us would be able to,
who's doing
correct?
it first?
I would do it first.
Okay.
But I'm definitely gonna miss with a 7.
Yeah, 7 misses. Okay, for the Moorbounder.
And the Moorbounder, 21.
21. All right, it's gonna do more than 1 damage, but the reason I asked this is that means it died right about here. Tamin?
Oh no.
Can I get a dex save for you? As instead of falling down the other side, it's gonna fall down this side.
Maybe. Dexterity save, which is not. Oh no, it is my forte. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Do you? I don't think you have evasion yet, but you still have uncanny dodge, right? This isn't technically an attack.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna actually work.
So you'll still you'll take half damage of this because of your save. But that is 11 halved to 5. As this big wooden structured ogre basically comes down directly on top of you without you expecting it, because again you were thinking everything was fine, but just your natural ability was able to get you kind of like in between some wooden slats, so you didn't just get crushed.
That's a plus.
Like the wicked wood to the west.
Hold on a second. All right, now we can be out of initiative.
Okay.
All right, what do you guys wish to do?
Still gonna stabilize Tweedledum over there. If he's not already in the great beyond.
You get over. Go ahead and make. Are you using your herbalism kit again?
I'm gonna mark off the one I already used. Nah, I'm just gonna make a medicine check.
Okay, just go ahead and make a medicine check.
Oh, maybe I should have used a herbalism kit. 7.
Yeah, he's gone. He's not coming back.
Okay.
He is of the deleted pictures.
Pity.
The
All right,
ogre's still there.
This one might be dangerous then.
We've already checked the ogre for any loot, right? That's what Ren did.
Mm-hmm.
Any loot on the other ones?
You have not looked yet.
Does the ogre have fangs? Like
Yeah, a little bit.
More
big kind of
pesky.
like canine teeth.
innards? Alright, I'm gonna go for those.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
While he's doing that, can I check the captain for loot?
Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever his name is.
I'll give you advantage actually if you want to do a survival check. I'm already here looking too. Go ahead.
I don't think I can do much better, but yeah, 19.
19.
There you go.
Okay. He's already missing 2 of his own teeth, but there are 2 left. And you are able to extract those pretty quickly.
Perfect.
You think those will fetch a good price, huh?
17 on the check there.
You find a pretty decent scimitar, as well as again 2 gold purse attached to the goblin.
2 gold.
2
So 2 gold divided by 6 is what?
Well, there's only
Not
2
even.
gold, so
It's 3 silver
like-
and change.
Yeah.
but also
Is it
it's just 2 gold coins, so you can't like break things unless you've got things to
All right,
break.
I keep one. I toss one to Ahab.
Alright, thanks.
And then the scimitar. Do I get the sense that it's magical, or
You do not get that sense. You get the sense that a goblin may have been carrying it.
okay?
So it looks rough.
So it looks nice for a goblin weapon, but it's still a goblin weapon.
Okay.
Now, while everybody's doing their thing, I'm just gonna propose that next time we come across sentient beings that we can speak the same language, let's try and talk to them. Maybe they
Hey.
know where the storm sickle is.
They attacked us first.
What's fun in that? We're still talking to one.
And if you want one up, we can make that happen too.
You know, bring one back and ask him where the storm sickle is.
Sure. I turn around and I cast my healing hands. No, actually no. Can I do? Is it possible to do minimum healing? Is that like?
No.
No. Okay. Then I will. All right. Fine. I will cast healing word on this little dude. And he regains 7 hit points.
7 hit points. Reek, are you still holding him, or did you just put him on the ground?
Still holding him.
All right, go ahead
Perfect.
and make an athletics check to see how well you're able to restrain him as he comes to life.
17.
17. Yeah, he begins to like wiggle and squirm and kind of move around and goes. Kind of like begins to look around. What do you want? He says in Goblin.
So I say, whichever one of you guys, Aoth, tell him we could carrot and stick this. We could either take him back to that dick of a boss he was just talking about and see how he feels about him being captured and his failures, or he could tell us straight up where the boss is, or any information about the sickle, and he goes free.
Are you saying what language are you saying that in?
He's asking one
Oh,
of us to
I'm,
translate for
I'm
him.
telling them to translate as I'm holding him and wrestling him.
But are you saying it in common?
Yeah, I'm saying it in common.
He goes, I can speak common to you, dick.
I would watch your tongue. We just killed an ogre and your friends, and I could fly really high and drop you very far with how weak you are.
You won't need to. Rin turns and just like kind of lights up some dark energy real quick, and it turns into the form of a bell that he just kind of holds out real quick.
Die here, die there. I'm gonna just die no matter what.
You can
No,
go free.
we'll let you go. We'll give you your scimitar and let you go free if you tell us any information about a sickle we're looking for or where your boss is.
Am I back up there by now?
If you wish to be.
Okay, cool.
Sickle. What's a sickle?
What do you know about this? What do you know about the storm sickle?
What's a sickle?
It's a weapon that is hidden here. It's a hidden weapon here in the
Rick's
in the
bog.
bog.
Well, if there's any weapons that are hidden, I wouldn't know about them. But do you know what kind of weapon? Like, is it a pointy weapon or a ranged weapon or?
It'd be a curved slashing weapon.
Oh, boss has a curved slashing weapon. Yeah. And you say storms? He's always got this really scary, like. Yeah, he's scary. You think this ogre was big? No, that guy's fucking huge.
Sounds like we want to talk to your boss.
I don't think he talks much.
Where would we find him?
And if I tell you this, you'll let me go.
If that's your wish.
Better yet, we'll give you.
The suspense.
You like stealing stuff?
Wait. Hey, all of you guys, hey, shut up. This guy's giving me an option. What?
So, we come from a city. There's a whole group of people. And all they do is steal stuff. Hide in the shadows, slink here and there.
Yeah, I'm not understanding what are your point? What's your point?
Do you want to do that?
No, I want to live.
Wall.
Is that an option? Do I get to live?
You can. You can do both.
Can I not do the one thing but still live?
Yeah.
All right, I choose.
It's a job offer. Okay, so you tell us how to get to your boss. And you live.
All right, yeah. Deal. Can Birdman let me go now?
Not until you tell us. And I want to roll insight to make sure he's telling the truth.
Yeah, samesies.
Okay, go ahead and make your insight rolls now before he begins to speak.
I got a 21.
I got a 22.
Suck
For a
it.
natural one.
Fucking one-upper.
You watch as he goes, all right, well, we're just on patrol.
If you continue across the bridge, you go north like a mile, maybe 2 miles. You can go west another like 10 miles. I don't know what miles are, but it's like it takes us like an hour or so to walk a half of a mile, so like 2 times the distance. You could probably get there by nightfall. Point is, that's where the camp is, and yeah, that's where you'll find the boss.
So no cave, no hidden passwords, no anything like that. Just out in the open.
I mean, it's kind of like a little bit secluded by some trees.
Listening to him do this, do I think he's being truthful? Like from the outside, kind of like, or does he need more?
You can also make another insight check. But the two of you who are interrogating him directly believe that he's telling the truth.
16.
You would believe that as well.
Alright, well, I'm going to give him one of my copper coins and say thank you and good luck to you.
He goes, wow. Yeah, thanks. I got a copper and I freaking gave up 2 gold to this fucker who's...
And I'm gonna take the scimitar that we promised we'd give him. Whatever. Was there a shitty one or was there only a good one?
I mean, it's the only scimitar was.
Ren already put the scimitar in the bag of holding, so it is not visible at this point.
Apparently that.
Stick to him.
Well,
We took it off his body and promised it to him.
I'm not giving this guy a weapon to attack us with.
Hey, you guys promised. You guys said scimitar and freedom, and I'm about both of that shit.
We also said we wanted
So-
information on a scythe, so
Hey, so
You give us
he
half?
gave that to us
You
as
have-
well. No,
Hey,
he gave
Rick.
us the information. His boss has it.
Yeah,
so I'll
no,
take
Ren, that's everything we needed. Ren,
What?
what is he gonna do that 3 others like himself and an ogre weren't able to do?
Tell you what, I'll take his scimitar and fly it out one direction and drop it and come back so he could go grab it. I'll fly it out a few hundred feet. Give us some time to get some space between us.
no, that makes
In fact, we'll do it the way we
And
came.
Red will pull
I'll
it
take
out.
it where we came from. I'll take it where we came from just so that he can't get back to his boss to prove loyalty.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, freedom and 200 feet of a scimitar. Yeah, sounds good.
we'll do that. I'll take the scimitar from Ren after he pulls it out. I'll make sure to look it over real good, and I'll give it over to Reek.
I grab it
too.
and I say, "You'll find it. You'll find it 200 feet back that, or 200 yards back that way, or whatever his understanding. I don't know
200
units of
yards,
measure in
alright.
this world.
So is that like miles, where it's like it takes an hour to get there?
No, it's gonna take you. It's gonna take you half hour.
Half hour. All right. So walk for half an hour. Look for my scimitar.
Yep.
All right. Are we done here?
Yep, bye, Crickle. Hey, best of luck.
It's Krilk.
Oh. Sorry, my goblin must be a little off.
He just begins to walk his half-hour direction the other way. Okay.
All right, so we sneak all most of that way, take a break,
I'm
attack
gonna
at
come
dawn.
back- I'm gonna basically walk around, come back here, and say, so, how many are we facing? Where are we going?
Actually, we should have asked him how many people were there.
Didn't ask him.
No. So we go like 2 miles this way, then 10 miles west, and then
And we get there by nightfall. I don't know if I want to spend the night in the bog, but it doesn't sound like we have a choice.
Ren perks up real quick and goes, "It's not a half hour, but it's like 2.5 minutes."
it's like 12 miles away. That's not 2.5 minutes.
No. He said the scimitar
Oh,
is a half hour. It's 2.5 minutes at 200 yards.
Oh well. He's got small legs. I fly.
Yeah.
I don't know how long. it takes
Assuming
people to go
25
places.
feet. Assuming 25 feet per minute.
Yeah, he's gone.
all right. Well, let's find a. Do we want to proceed about 5 miles and set up a secure spot for camp?
That'll work.
Let's go.
Okay.
I will scout ahead.
I
don't like this place.
Blitzkrieg, you the first one over the bridge then?
I was the first over the bridge already. I basically climbed up over here earlier, and I climbed up over here. And then I walked around the bridge to kind of come back, kind of here, around here.
Okay. Go ahead and make, when you originally crossed the bridge, go ahead and make a dexterity save.
Dexterity save. Oh no. Dex save. Oh, not 22.
Nice. So as you go, part of the bridge kind of breaks a little bit more and some boards fall out, but you're able to easily grab onto the edges there. You spend the next few minutes testing the rest of it, and it seems like everything else is pretty good. There was just one kind of rotten spot.
Okay. Cool. And if there's like, I'll secure it a little bit with like mending, you know.
Yeah, put back together a little bit. All right. You guys are able to move forward for a few miles, again, kind of getting further up. You guys begin to break for the evening. Who is going to be taking watch? Are you going to be taking any watches? What is the
100%.
I'll take first watch, but before we do, I'm gonna hand out potions.
Okay.
So take note of what I give you. This is gonna be interesting. Aoth, you'll get Fallen Puppet.
Can I just get the filter of sunlight back?
Oh yeah, here you go.
Thank you. I can make use of that.
Yeah, that one's all you. Reek, you get Exposure.
Word.
And Rin, you'll get Bloated Agony. I will hang on to the normal healing potion.
This guy.
Remember, hey, if somebody falls, run up to them and make them drink their own healing potion.
Their own healing, very specifically, their
I-
own healing.
I-
Yeah.
I can heal, and I turn around. I'll hand
Yeah,
it to.
but you can't heal yourself if you get knocked the fuck out. So keep this on you, so whoever's close to you can feed it to you.
Like the logic kind of plays in my mind is like,
You have the pocket that's called the potion pocket. Everybody has the potion pocket.
During our travel, about halfway through, I'm gonna cast Locate Object to see if I can feel that scimitar or that copper coin around within 1,000 feet from us.
Rin takes the potion and casts Identify on it.
We'll do one thing at a time. Locate object, 1,000 feet. Nothing.
Okay.
Identify on which potion?
The one he handed me, whatever it is.
do you have a pearl worth 100 gold pieces?
Do you?
Because I'm waiting for that too.
Oh, I forgot. Are we? Yeah.
Aha!
What
I
do you mean,
didn't
are
think
we?
so.
Yes, we are. Don't even come
It's
at
a money component.
Sure.
Never mind then. All right. Who is taking first watch?
Yo.
I'll take second watch since I have night vision, dark vision.
I'll take fourth.
There's
Final
only
watch.
3.
Oh yeah. I'll take the third watch then. Sorry guys. The final watch.
Are you guys going to be doubling watches or just have single people?
Oh, double for sure.
I was like, I can help with the first watch.
Okay. Well, we'll figure
And I will
it out.
also be casting Mage Armor on myself.
Well,
I will also
let's-
do first watch since I do not have night sight.
Well, do you want to do third watch so that we can have 3 people on every watch? Because Blitz is going to be on throughout the night, right?
Yeah, but you know, let's make it like realistic. So I'm just gonna. I
I'll
can
do
only
third.
take one
I'll do
watch
third watch.
still, you know. But I don't sleep, but I still need to like kind of
Rest.
just be antisocial, not talk to people.
Okay.
Be antisocial. not
I'll do-
talk to people.
That's how you rest. It's like shut these motherfuckers up. They're talking to my door
Too
so
much
loud.
Too much fleshling interactions.
Fleshlings making their fleshy noises.
Okay. Whoever's up for first watch, remind me again.
Taman.
And
Devlin.
Oh, what?
I was gonna say,
Oh.
were you taking first, or because I can
I
switch
just
to
need
third.
first or last. I don't care. I just don't have night sight, so first or last.
Neither do I.
Oh, then you
Well.
two take first.
Okay.
Cool.
So as you guys kind of make your night here, again, it's a little different environment than what you guys are used to. It's a little kind of warmer, wetter. It's again very humid where you are, but as it gets dark, the fog kind of sets in. It makes it really hard to kind of see much. As you guys sit there, do you guys have any conversations or anything that you guys wish to discuss?
It's like, who are you?
I mean,
Yeah. Where did you come from? This was not something that anybody told me about, that you were joining us. How did you come to be our guide?
I was kind of assigned to the post by the actually, how was I assigned?
Yeah, Tebow Moss.
Yeah. he just kind of told me I'd been out this way before. I knew the general direction, so he said you guys were heading out here. So it was a choice? Question mark. I mean, I was kind of just told to join up with you guys.
And then I started ignoring him.
Okay, can I get
And I just off to the side and cast mage armor on myself and just look around nervously.
perfect? Can I get a perception check from both of you?
That would be smart.
See, nothing. Natural 1 for a 4.
Yeah, I got 13.
Okay. You guys very much ignore each other as long with everything else that you ignore as well. But nothing seems to happen in that period of time, and you are free to wake up whoever you wish for second watch.
I go to Temin.
Was anybody else on second watch?
Not me.
I was.
Yeah.
I go to Temin and gently tap his shoulder. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Just 2.5 more minutes, Mom. Oh, never mind. All right, yeah, no, I'm here.
All right, you and Aoth sit down. Any discussions, or just straight to work?
Oh, just hell of a day. Let's get to it.
Yeah, no, this now. Are we just gonna run in there, or are we gonna do like figure everything out? You big 3 guys go after the big one. We mop up what I'm assuming is gonna be a small army of little guys.
I want to scout it and see what we're up against as best as we can. To
Okay.
sneak up close to it. Maybe send a scout ahead, whoever is stealthy, possibly Blitz or yourself, and see what we're going to go. Then, if we can draw some of them, but I don't know if Blitz can create some kind of distraction further away to draw the minions, and then we can all attack the big guy.
Yeah, we'll sacrifice Blitz. And no, I'm joking.
If we can set something up to be time rigged.
Yeah, like he can dig some collapsing tunnels or something.
Like I'm in the far distance. I could have sworn I heard my name. Like turn around.
Well, he's got his little machine gun thing. We could set it up to start shooting at a certain time, and
Oh, I got a lot of shit.
And as they swarm that, we catch them
How
from
far
the side.
from the
Uh.
path did you guys set up your camp?
I'd say
a
well.
very
off
safe
that.
distance.
Yeah.
So safe.
I would say at this point of the night, without even a perception check, you guys hear some large creature coming from the direction you just came from, moving past your location in the dead of night, just along the path.
So as we hear that, we both go quiet, and can we kind of crouch down and get eyes on it?
Again, with being well off the path, there's going to be a lot of things in the way, but you can attempt to. Go ahead and make perception checks.
I'm gonna try to walk a little bit closer to see what's making the noise. That's a 12 for me for my perception.
And do you have dark vision? Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you're muted if you've given me an answer.
See, my bad. 21.
21. Aoth, you can see, even moving closer, that this is a big, large, ogre-looking creature.
Does he look bigger than the one that we fought?
About the same.
Okay.
Temin, you can see very specifically that this ogre is missing teeth. All of its teeth.
Wait.
How's his head situation? Like, is it flopping around? Because I left it dangling the skin.
Yeah, it looks like the ogre itself, again, for the purposes of how we rule damage, was unconscious, succeeded all of its saving throws, took a long rest, is now alive, coming back. So while you cut it really good to get it unconscious, it was still essentially a healable wound. because nobody finished it. And again, I made it very clear that they were still there for that. But again, walking back again, but you can still see the cuts though, big ass lacerations in the neck and such like that.
Damn.
Well, shit.
Dragging whatever's left of the frickin' crumbled hovel on the back of its back, making very slow work.
All right, we'll just stay quiet and let him pass.
Very good.
If he starts to turn, we'll wake up the others.
You guys let him pass, and he does so. Does not seem to notice you or even attempts to go anywhere but down the path. Disappears into the distance. And as the fog settles back in and the quiet sets in, that's where we will end tonight's session, and we'll pick that up next week. Thanks again, everybody out there, all the people tuning in. Everybody tuning in on YouTube, we really appreciate it. Do that like and subscribe antics that everybody knows that you're supposed to do, and have a great night.
Good night, guys.
Night.